Last week, the first round pick last JJ Arcega-Whiteside, the wide receiver, made a bunch of plays as well. Yep. You want to see those guys take the next step here in week number 2. And how about Miles Sanders?
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, everybody was so excited about Miles during training camp. They
yes,
really
we are.
able to get the run game going last week. That's going to be a focal point.
I'm glad I don't look as fat.
I'd like to see them.
I remember that. Like, I was fucking.
The defensive side of the ball, Eagles fans are going to see as much as they have seen so far. The starters out on the field.
What's good, y'all?
Yeah,
y'all already know we got on the stream.
Malcolm Jenkins, a couple 10-plus year
Drink it in, man.
Preseason, but hey, man, you know.
Jaguar. Like you said, I don't think they'll
we're excited, you know.
It'll be fun to see number 20.
Been a while since I hollered at him, man, so.
As you're
want to
aware,
say cheers
really on
to you.
We'll be talking about that.
Cheers to the Jags fans.
Eagles get set to face the Jaguars. We'll have the lineups of the
No, this ain't about no wins or losses. It's about, knowing our players. So, us football fans,
They don't look like a fucking disgrace.
I want to say cheers to y'all, man. I know it's been a while since I live stream a game. I also want to give you guys a heads up. I will be using this channel more often for live streams, most likely. But if you do me a favor, subscribe to my new channel. I also got the homie Jaginoff's channel. It's in the description. It's going to be in the description below. Subscribe.
We're pretty different.
Subscribe.
We fit in things.
This video is brought to you by some delicious Leo's cheesesteak.
So many of us doing so many different things.
That's my first cheat day ever, so I decided to do this.
I gotta say, I'm proud of this dude, man.
And now with
I'm proud of this dude.
everyone gets what they need without
Let's get the laptop on, because I can't see the comments small way over here, so.
The plan is so reasonable, they can stay on for the rest of the day.
Oh, can you get that?
The network more people rely on it.
A Mac.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by AAA. At AAA,
I know one
roadside is
thing,
on our
bro.
strong side. Go ahead at
We're in for some disgraceful, appalling quarterback play.
NovaCare Rehabilitation, the power of physical therapy.
We're in for some disgraceful, appalling, repugnant quarterback play.
Oh, shit.
Rothman Orthopedics.
Wentz ain't playing, Big Dick Nick ain't playing, even Nate Sudfeld ain't playing. So I think every other quarterback in
And
this
tonight's
game is
broadcast
probably
is
going to be
presented
ass.
by Novo Nordisk.
Yes, we got Cody Kessler, Clayton Thorson, and I don't know who else is.
I don't know about the Clayton.
The rest don't even matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know about the Clayton Thorson dude, but I can tell you firsthand, Cody Kessler is a piece of shit.
Things off on the field, but Carson
Look
Wentz
at
and
Nick
Nick Foles.
Foles, man. Y'all better take good care of Nick Foles,
Before the
man.
night
got
begins,
you, bro.
neither expected to
Got
play
you, bro.
in tonight's game, but
We gonna see you
we'll
in the
the
Super
future
Bowl.
holds for both of these teams moving
Hey,
forward.
man, that would be some shit to remember.
Downfield, so I can check in with Dave
Sure.
Dave.
That's probably one game I wouldn't even be mad at losing. Well, then, okay, that maybe that's what.
Fuck that, I'm gonna be mad at losing. It'd be our first goddamn ring.
Wrist, the non-throwing wrist.
I'll be happy for y'all
4.5 weeks
getting
about before the opening.
I mean, I was happy that y'all beat the Patriots, even though they fucking cheated us out of a goddamn Super Bowl.
Should heal in time to give Sudfeld a chance to be on the field early in the season, perhaps for the start of the season, when we know definitive timetable set.
Pause. I know.
At Cody Kessler and Clayton Thorson, which they will do tonight. But Sudfeld is here. He's making good progress, and all optimism for Nate Sudfeld to be ready early in this 2019 season.
And there is Maine wearing that sling on the sideline after a really kind of heartbreaking moment late in the first half last week.
Jagging with his
For a guy who
review.
had played
Okay, this shit is
With the
good.
Leo's cheesesteak. What's
The
up?
forecast
Yeah, this shit
was
is good.
cloudy.
Yeah?
Earlier today,
Yeah.
the
How about that? The
forecast
most important
was-
part, how's that bread?
was daunting for what we were going to see.
Bread is
tonight.
good.
We thought we might see
Bread is
not
good,
only
nice and
answers,
soft.
but
Bread is good.
it's
That's how it's
something
supposed to be.
It looks like that's all
Yeah.
out of here.
So once again,
has his team on the field.
I'm
ready to
messing
go
with that,
in game two.
that Gino,
You know, in
that
Florida,
piece of shit,
it's
steak
hot
shop.
August, and it
Dude, I haven't been to any cheesesteak shop in a long time. I ain't been in PA for a long time, and I haven't eaten bread in a long time. This is probably the last time I've eaten bread for a while.
It's still sticky here, but I'll take it much better.
And you know, Tony
Here's
Bruce is my
Boston
favorite.
Scott getting his first opportunity.
I gotta try that.
To return a kick, he just won the toss, and they will get the football first as they elected to receive.
Scott was one of the
The
stars
Eagles
of
won
preseason
offense first.
football last year for the New Orleans Saints. I know people around the league that were just flipping through, watching film of different
Yeah, I
guys.
understand. Yeah, but I understand why you played this up. I understand why you played this up.
The Eagles got it.
It was some bullshit that last
Kessler,
year.
who we talked to yesterday, getting ready to come back, and they certainly used to the
So
building.
Kessler is going to be starting, y'all.
Jaguars last year actually started 4
I'll pray
games
for
late in
y'all.
the season. And his first win as a starting quarterback in the NFL.
You gonna be playing for us?
There are the numbers for his NFL
I
career.
want to watch Cody Kessler starting a game. They
Night
don't want
night for
anybody.
guys who are the starters. Nice to have to, knock on the shoulder pads.
Titans, Colts,
Kelsey just being awesome because he is awesome.
Patriots,
Living
Ravens,
awesome.
all the teams
That's
I
gotta be
really
a really
despise.
good feeling, by the way. I was never that good of a player that I didn't even have to have the helmet and shoulder pads on. Those guys all went through pre-game warm-ups, by the way. That's why you see all the guys in their jerseys tonight as opposed to street clothes. They went through a full pre-game warm-up, but obviously they won't see any action tonight.
So ready to go. Josh Lambo kicking it away.
There it is, y'all.
Way here in game 2.
Kickoff.
And Scott from his own
Pass to Scott.
3-yard line. Right in the middle of the field, out across the 20, and up near the 23 after a 20-yard return. Take a look at the starting lineups brought by Ticketmaster, the only official resale marketplace in the NFL.
Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta verify this.
Visit Ticketmaster.com.
Give me 1 second.
There are your starters. Miles Sanders breaks the huddle.
All right, we are back.
For the first series.
All right, let's see what our defense does against this
First down,
fuck
23-yard
Cody Kessler. Horrible for us last season.
And it is Sanders. All
Jesus
kinds
Christ.
of room to run. How about that?
He ain't gonna need to throw if he fucking
A
runs
pickup
like
of
that.
12 yards on first down.
Take a look at the cutoff block on the backside, right here, number 83, Josh Perkins, right there, got the key block, and that's what sprung Miles Sanders.
Jesus, when did we get
They call
Jonathan
that
Cyprien
split
back? I
zone.
thought you had
The
him.
offensive linemen's all going
When did we
left,
get Jonathan
and then you have the
Cyprien
tight
back? I
end
thought you
come
guys
back.
had him.
Cut off the backside defender, huge hole.
Someone
Much
else,
better
another
start to run
fucking
game for the Bears
disgrace.
already.
Charles Johnson, the man in motion, little swing pass, trying to make a play in space across the 40.
Bro!
And diving across the 45. That means 2 plays, 2 first downs after a couple of runs.
Good mixing and matching here early with the play calls. Keeping the Jaguars defense off balance. Really nice
That looks
start
good.
for Cody Kessler, who
That looks
told us
good.
he's just so happy to get the whole week of practice with the
Don't use
twos.
Steve.
He's actually going to get a chance to play in this game with guys he practiced with all week.
Around the 46. Kessler's got time. Timing throw. Knocked away on that far side. Jaguars are a team that's got a pretty deep defensive back.
Oh, shit. Oh, that didn't hurt. I hope y'all don't need him.
Johnson came up a little lame after that
Johnson,
play.
who's that?
He's the single receiver to the right side.
Top player.
He's just going to run a
Chad
curl
Johnson
around.
or
Chad
Right
Johnson.
away, it was
not Ocho Cinco?
You'd have heard.
Matt Collins,
The media
number
would have been all
16,
over that shit if you
seeing
saw
his
Chad
first playing
Johnson.
time of the preseason checks in for Charles Johnson.
It's good to see. Second down, Kessler looking that way, but he skies it over
They
the
should
top
not. They should
of
never ran.
Collins, who was
They should
running
never
the
stop
out.
running.
So down today's player.
Why is
Hey
it
guys,
tripping?
this is
Or is that Matt
a very
Collins?
important moment.
I don't know when last time I seen him on the field.
For him, contributor to the Super Bowl team as a rookie, missed all
I swear I've
of
heard
the
that
last
name before.
season with a groin injury.
Gotta be
But really has
2017.
worked hard to get back on the field. So tonight is very significant for Matt Collins.
As you know, a guy who is a deep threat, also
You know it is
a
Matt Collins.
special teams player when he is around and on the roster. Third down now.
Come on.
There's a wide open field to run to. First down yardage to the Jaguars.
Gotta slide. What are you doing?
He elected not to
No,
slide.
don't injure him. We need him to play as much as possible.
After a 14-yard pickup, C.J. Rivas with the tackle.
He had really nice protection. He could have sat in the pocket,
was
but
good.
what
That was
happened
good.
is there was such a
Damn.
huge void there that he took advantage of it.
Well, y'all are really
I
deep
wouldn't
at
say
O-line.
he's
We
a
don't
great
have that.
athlete, Scott, but as you can see right there, he's good enough to be able to get a first down. I don't think the Eagles coaches would be thrilled with their backup quarterback right there taking a shot like that. But Cody Kessler's trying to prove he could be the number 2.
Hand off to Sanders. It's a little confusion in the backfield about which side he was taking that handoff on. It's going to result in a 2-yard loss as an old friend, Najee Good, makes the tackle for Jacksonville.
Not good.
It's the same
Are you
play
talking
they
about?
ran on the first play of the game. They tried to go with that inside zone play with the tight end cutting off the backside, but that time the Jaguars
What was he on, like a
were
practice
all
or
over him.
something? I
You see
never heard.
Miles'
I can back
numbers
up.
last
Oh,
year and through his
Back
career
up,
at Penn
that's
State.
fine.
I
How
was
was
so
he?
impressed. Only one
He was all right.
negative
He was
yardage
terrible.
run
didn't really use enough like that.
Now this one he loses 2, so second down and 12.
Oh!
From the blind
Don't
side.
hurt him! Oh, shit.
Very slow to get up. Dayton Jones.
That was a crazy hit like that.
Damn, I like that.
From the left side.
Oh, yeah, Dayton Jones. I think that's the dude we got in the 7th round.
That's a
You
clean
never
hit,
know
too.
for sure,
I can't
Scott,
be mad. That's
but the
a clean
right
hit.
guard and center looked like
I'm
they
about to say,
were
just don't hurt
blocking
him.
the
We
linebacker
need
that
Cody
was
Kessler in the
blitzing.
game
I
as
think
much as
Dillard
possible.
might have been a little confused as to whether he was supposed to kick
Crazy
out
dog know about him
defensive
from
end.
his
I
game
know
with
this
the Browns.
much. There's no way he was supposed to come free like that.
No
Glad
way in
Kessler got
hell.
up.
Third down and 12, and whistles on the play
No way in hell.
for the snap of the football.
Or medical timeout.
Medical timeout.
There was no way in hell they should be free like that.
So
Yeah,
the
that was-
medical timeout
Yeah, that was pretty
means
good.
that an observer up on top saw something, and I'm wondering, obviously, whether it was the hit on Kessler.
So Kessler drops back, and he has no idea
Give me
that
1 second,
Avery
y'all.
Jones is going to hit him right in the back.
And they're going to take him off. And that means
All right, what up,
Clayton
everybody? What's
Thorson
good?
is going to get some
You wanna
very,
talk
very
shit?
early work here
Huh?
Yeah, who won that
on the first series of the game. If Kessler's going in to a tent and being accompanied by
Yeah, I
someone
can't
with
see
a
the
red hat,
comments
that
yet,
means
Alex.
they're looking at concussion. Or they're checking for
What's up,
the
Brandon?
possibility of
Everybody in the
concussion.
chat.
Oh, no, he's gone.
Well, and let's not forget, Scott, he got banged up last
Wait,
week.
touching
You know, he hurt his hand. We were talking
Just,
about it
split
yesterday.
over
He said, yeah, he took a shot to his right hand,
All right.
but he was fine now.
I'll run it up.
But he felt like it affected him a little bit last week, and now Kessler's already knocked out at least temporarily in this game.
You ate the whole
So
thing
a lot
already.
of Thorson shoulders here now on third down and 12 in this opening series of the game. The guy goes down to the 30 for a first down. Pump fake and throws it away, and he got hit hard. They overloaded a blitz
Oh,
on
did they
one
fumble?
side. Pass is incomplete. He'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the Jaguars might not be playing a bunch of starters on defense, but they are not afraid to heat up the Eagles. Look at them bringing 7 here. That's one more
You look
than
scared.
the Eagles had to protect. It's actually a good play call against that
Josh
blitz,
Allen
but
with
the
pressure.
Jags
That's good to see.
knew it might be coming. They knew it might be a conservative throw, but man, Scott, the Jaguars being very aggressive defensively
Oh, shit.
with a lot of their twos out there.
One of the guys that got there was
What's up,
Josh
Texas
Allen,
people?
the number 7 overall pick for Jacksonville. So Cameron Johnson now trying to find a
Wentz is
corner,
not injured,
punts it
bro.
away, trying to
All
bury
right.
the Jaguars back
We'll talk
inside
about
the
that
10.
later. Marcus Mariota's injury prone.
Ah!
Andrew Luck is injury prone.
Hopefully they get injured and end their careers. Well, actually not Marcus Mariota. I hope he stays a Titan forever. Piece of shit.
They waiting this one out entirely.
What the
What are you
hell?
doing?
Is that one of those things where they're trying to like
5-yard penalty.
give him more room to punt?
Fourth
I
down.
don't fucking know.
Walt
Because he's too
Anderson
long for a
announces
field
delay of
goal.
game. Is that for the
I
end?
don't know, but that's not. Yeah, that is not our. I don't think that's.
Yeah,
our
I think you want
I don't think
to,
so.
especially with a punter with the leg like Cameron Johnston, you like the ability to have a little bit more room there if you can, although the Jags declined it anyway. So he's not
Yeah, I
going to
don't
get that
know. People
room
usually don't do
to
that
try to
much
land
anymore.
a coffin corner punt.
Why do you have so many fucking tenders on your team, bro?
Huh?
We got Wentz, that guy, and then your plumber.
But yeah, Johnston, very likely.
Hey, y'all got we're good.
Y'all got fucking
Cole has a
Ireland
chance to
heaven. Don't run into the fucker, Jesus
Big
Christ.
spot is Cole. Makes the fair catch.
Chop,
Just
chop.
outside the 10.
He already caught it. The fuck?
The ball.
Hey, he's still chopping.
Quarterback situation on the sideline.
See what good old mustache Gardner Minshew does. You know, they're making this motherfucker a star.
Managing my type 2 diabetes wasn't my top priority until I held her. I found
I'm dead
Preseason.
serious. Like,
Now I'm doing more to lower my
fan
A1C.
pages on
Once daily
Facebook and shit,
Tresiva
everybody loves
controls
this shit
blood
out.
sugar for 24 hours for powerful A1C reduction.
Tresiva is a long-acting insulin used to control high blood
I guess
sugar
we don't have to
results
see.
for
I don't give a fuck
diabetes.
about your
Don't use
mustache. I want to
Tresiva
see
to
you
treat
doing goddamn
diabetic
field.
ketoacidosis during episodes of low blood sugar, or if you are allergic
that
to
with the
any of
mustache
its
again?
ingredients.
Gardner
Don't share
Minshew,
needles,
the guy
syringes,
who
or
was
insulin
probably
pens.
starting
Don't
at
use
quarterback
needles
for
or
us.
syringes. The most common side
I mean, he
effects
ain't
of
worth
blood sugar,
Tanner
which
Lee.
may
Tanner
cause
Lee's
dizziness,
fucking
sweating,
straight.
confusion,
I'm
and
sure
headache.
I'll
Blood
rant
sugar.
about him a
Low blood
little
sugar
bit
can
during
be
this
serious
game,
and may be
please.
life-threatening. Injection site reactions may occur. Tell your prescriber about all medicines you take and all your
Like,
medical conditions. Taking TZDs with
Just
insulin like
everything you
Tresiva
can
may cause
imagine
serious side
horrible
effects to
about a
heart failure.
quarterback
Your
this
insulin
guy
dose should
has.
be changed without
He
asking
can
your
run. He
prescriber.
holds
Get
the
medical
ball
help
way
right
up,
away if
way
you
up
have
here.
trouble breathing,
His
fast
arm
heartbeat,
strength is
extreme
for shit.
drowsiness,
His
swelling of
accuracy
your face,
sucks. His
tongue or
decision
throat,
making
dizziness or
can't
confusion.
be any
I found my
worse.
Tresiva
He's just
insulin.
a
Find
mess.
yours.
Ask your
I fucking
diabetes
hate
care
him. I
specialist
just
about
wish we
Tresiva.
never had him.
Share the
He needs to be
experience
cut
of
as
Eagles
soon as
football with a
humanly
young
possible.
fan in your life.
Watching
Eagles Kids Club
him is
memberships
a
include
violation
awesome
of human
welcome
rights.
gifts, as well as
It's
access
just-
to exclusive
it's
events
just
and
horrible.
discounts to other Eagles programs. Kids Club memberships are just
This guy does
$5
not
each.
need to be in
So
the
sign up
NFL. I don't
today.
think he's making it in the AAF.
PhiladelphiaEagles.com/Kids Club.
Sounds like
XFL or any of that
Wawa
shit.
Hoagies.
Sounds like that
Every
first guy.
hoagie is made for you
No,
with
no,
delicious
no.
ingredients on a freshly baked
No,
Ambrose
but how long
roll.
did y'all have him?
Try one today.
We got him last year.
Like a toasted
Oh,
cheesesteak, a
He
mouth-watering
was
meatball.
a shit
Or
state
an
last
Italian
year. He's a
hoagie.
shit state this year.
Everyone made just how you like it. So, now that you've been introduced, stop by and get a fresh, delicious hoagie today. Gotta have a Wawa.
Wawa so
Wawa
I
is
used to be
the
addicted to
official
those
hoagie
because
of the
there's one right on my
Philadelphia
order.
Eagles.
Especially when they had any hoagie $5.
Yeah.
That was part of my problem.
Here's Brandon Graham taking the field here for this opening series for the Eagles defense, as is Malcolm Jenkins. A couple of guys who they wanted to work up a sweat. They wanted to be able to see if they could get in there at least for a few plays.
Yeah, he's sort of a
And again,
starter, isn't he?
you played in the National Football League. You have an idea of what this kind of thing is like. This is
playing, Lee Jackson tonight?
Coach, let me play a couple of plays.
Yeah, every guy's different. Some guys don't really want to play in the preseason, don't feel the need to. Some guys want to go out there,
it is Gardner
get a little
Minshew.
lather going. Brandon Graham and Malcolm Jenkins went to Doug Peterson and Jeff Schwartz to secure a little bit of snaps. Gardner Minshew looks up with Brandon Graham, gets away from him, and that throw is incomplete.
Okay, that was actually sort of impressive.
So you take a look at the
He
Eagles
ain't go
who
down
are
like a
sitting on the
bitch.
field, and as we said, a couple more
Even though that throw was inaccurate as hell.
perhaps you had seen last week, but Curry gets the start. Malik Jackson coming back
He
over
is playing.
Brandon Graham filling out the defensive line. Nate Gary
Zach Brown's
in the
playing.
middle.
That was your
Jack
first
Brown and
string.
AJ Ford playing on the outside at linebacker. And
Gary got him.
Phil Douglas and Sidney Jones in the corners.
I'm looking forward to seeing
Jenkins
Sidney
and Sendejo.
What did he do last year?
Together at the safety.
He was hurt for the most part.
Second down. Right through the middle.
Who is this
Run
guy?
for Alfred Blue.
Oh, Alfred Blue.
Picking up 7 yards. The guy is going to be backing up Leonard Fournette this season.
So this is inside zone scheme at left with a lead. Very
Blocked by
well
86.
blocked by the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that's a huge
I will
goal.
say, as bad as some of our depth is, we're not
You know,
light
for
at
the
running
Eagles,
light at running
defensive
back.
tackle,
Like,
whether it's
offensive
Hester
line and
or
quarterback
Malik
are for
Jackson,
shit, but
you
they actually do have somewhat better depth than running
Run
back.
defense is
So I remember
gap
last year, it was
defense.
just fucked.
Third down, they need 3. Got to get him out to the 21-yard line for the first down. Throw to the near side. That's a pretty
Oh, wow, he actually caught that. Fucking drop-itis Keelan Cole. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. I remember last year in the beginning, or in 2017, in the beginning of the season, you swear this guy was the shit.
Sidney
But
Jones is playing.
I don't know what the fuck happened to him, but
Zone
he's been ass
coverage
ever
there.
since.
So he breaks on it, helps out his buddy Avante Maddox and makes the tackle. Jones has had an outstanding training camp in his third year.
I've heard, yeah.
Jacksonville moves the sticks first down.
I sort of wanted him.
And Minshew has
Wait a minute, Gardner.
got rid of the football before he was put down. Vinny Curry had him around the ankles. Didn't quite get him down before Minshew threw it away.
Let's look at Vinny Curry, top of the screen. He's working against the left tackle for the Jags. Doesn't even get a great jump off the ball. Goes underneath. Sometimes tripping helps. I don't think the Jaguars tackle knew quite what to do with Vinny Curry coming in so low. I love that Vinny just kept going.
Get low. Get no
Jaguars team that really struggled offensively last year.
Oh, wow.
Figure out a way out.
Oh,
Go to
shit.
the right side, comes back left, and a swarm of white jerseys going to throw him for a loss back to the 21.
Water was horrendous.
Fuck you too.
Tackle.
Who said fuck you?
Brown right there, middle linebacker from the Redskins.
I was at
Did this
27.
last week so quickly. He keys and diagnoses that. As soon as he saw the down block, he exploded into the
I know
hole.
Cowboys fans are
That's
some
what
of
he
your best
does,
friends.
guys. We mentioned over 200 tackles the last couple of years for the Redskins. He keys the offensive line
Let me tell you
and
something.
diagnoses what they're doing so quickly, and then he's got the explosive ability.
When he went to Dallas, oh my God, that was funny. He went to Dallas and spit on the Tom Brady statue. Oh wow.
I did the same thing to Peyton Manning's statue in Indy when I went to the combine this year. Oh shit. Nick Fargo can attest to that.
Solid third down defense there. Third long.
Sorry, that wasn't
Let him throw the
horrible, I
ball
guess.
completed underneath. Rally to the ball. Make
Well,
sure
now
you
we're
have
minutes
the
remaining
right
for the
leverage.
Gardner looks a little bit better
Best
than
job
last
by
week.
Spurs getting off the field.
That's Boston Scott.
Boston Scott, who is involved in the kick return, will also be handling the punt return now. As Logan Cook will punt it away from just outside his own 15. That is a high kick.
What up, Uptown?
Fair catch called for.
All town in the house.
Get to the football as it bounces down inside the 20. Great
Yeah, I talked to him
Jaguars.
earlier. He
All the way down
started a
inside
new
the
Discord.
15.
He started a new Discord for TTC.
Eagles defense.
Shout out to Uptown for that,
First
yeah.
drive of the ball game. We're scoreless here in
My
Jacksonville.
boy, OG.
Come see what's happening at your local Acme. Better save
only,
prices, superior
starter
service, and
that's
great
playing down our
quality
defense
products.
is Malcolm Jenkins, Brandon
Friendlier,
Graham.
fresher, like fresher meat and
I
seafood,
think
and
Zach
fresher
Brown,
produce,
he might be a starter. He's
including
playing too.
and our butchers
Is
and our
Lee Jackson starting for you?
USDA Lancaster
No.
beef in store every day.
Oh, you know, it's either him or
and
Tim
see for
Jones.
yourself why Acme is just better.
Thanks to Fletcher Collins.
Shop on game day and save 5% at Acme when wearing your Eagles apparel.
Y'all pick deep in DE.
Yeah, right. How about that? There was talk about Jadeveon Clowney.
You think you're gonna trade? You think you're gonna trade for him? I'll tell you what. I'd love to see anybody trade for Jadeveon Clowney. Get him the fuck out of the AFC South.
Yeah. Yeah, Fletcher Scott's not playing. I don't think he's gonna play this offseason. Saints Uptown, we have Boston Scott. We got him like last year.
Yeah, because he was with the Saints first, wasn't he?
Yeah.
No matter when you retire,
I swear I thought I heard Uptown talking about him before.
Yeah.
See how Lincoln can help
Yeah,
ensure
he's,
you still have income
we got him
every
like
month of
sometime
your
after the
retirement.
blowout
Guaranteed
they gave us.
at LincolnFinancial.com.
Yeah, 'cause I think you made a vid like
Light Orange
mid-season
coming back
or
this
mid
summer
to
and
late
never
season
leaving
when you picked him up.
and brewed with
So I think he's like from New
Orleans.
Orleans.
The answer
You had that
is
shit
yes.
yet?
Yes.
You had that shit yet?
And yes.
I don't think so.
It's actually not bad.
I never had that.
I was so impressed last week with Andre Dillard, Scott, the left tackle, first round pick for the Eagles.
Oh man, when we went to that bar the one time last time I was up here, it was disappointing shit they didn't have
You
strawberry.
get your hand underneath and
Right.
then you hop
We
back
went live for
to
that
stop
shit.
his charge. So that's one example. Now he changed it up. Rather than the
Fucking
forklift underneath, he's going to punch, extend, and sit.
You know, I never heard of somebody that's got at least
And
one
that's what guys
person in
were
the
getting
United
him
States
early in training camp. You see him replace the hands there as well. He
I never
is
heard of
very
somebody who has
advanced
enough people that
technically
hate him
for a
that at
young
least
guy.
one person
Ross's tape
every single
breakdown tonight
state
are
wants to
presented
punch him in
by
the fucking
Wawa.
face.
I'm making sure he'll never see this football
So
team.
Dillard holding down.
Oh, you ain't not in Baltimore. You ain't gotta worry about that.
Right.
I'm 20 minutes from that shit little stadium. It ain't nothing to drive down that bitch.
Yep.
Ain't nothing but a thing, bro.
Thorson.
Oh, Stefan Wisniewski, we had him.
Starting up this drive with his own.
Damn, it's a lot of people that.
Oh,
There's a lot of
there for Jordan.
Oh shit.
Outside the tent here, Tony Kessler just emerged from the blue tent, and they're now walking him into the locker room. So that's not a great sign for this game. Not anything official at the moment, but it was a
We are
great
not
evaluation.
quarterbacks.
And now
Backup
he's headed
quarterbacks.
to the locker room.
Bro,
He's
we
1
did
for
y'all
4
a
with
favor.
11 yards. And also had that run for a first
I
down.
was hoping to play him as much as
There was a white
possible because
flag on
now
that
we're
play. It's
facing
going to go
the
against the
unknown.
Eagles.
Holding Number 83, offense.
Oh,
penalty
shit.
of decline, 2nd down.
So,
Kind of did look like he got in the ear hole a little
And
bit.
Scott, I don't know what Doug Peterson's plans are for Carson Wentz this preseason, but the argument for him to not play, we just saw. An unblocked defender hitting the quarterback in the backside like that.
And now, flags like crazy on the play once again.
So, feed
69, offense.
Told you, Jaginoff, said, how did that
5-yard
47
penalty,
pass?
2nd down.
Anderson with the call.
Wait, what did he say?
He's a Cowboys fan. He said, how did that
That's been an Achilles heel
ass whooping feel
for Matt Pryor last year in the preseason and this year. He did some good
It didn't
things.
feel good, bud.
Oh, really?
Is that what you want me to
like his
say?
versatility. He's good
We
pass
fucking
protection.
sucked. That game
But he's
was.
been good for a
I
couple
vomited
times
after that game.
so far in his career, at least
So,
in the preseason.
congratulations.
That's not going to get it done.
You better get your fucking players re-signed or you're the fault.
Oh,
shit!
Throw it! There you go. Good
Oh,
shit.
man.
That was scary. Ah! That was
He's in
scary.
a world of trouble back there.
Too bad most of our elite pass rushers ain't in there. That would have been safety.
To avoid what possibly could have been a safety.
Wild little preseason because we ain't seen this.
The snap was a little low.
Hey, but that's
hard.
okay. We won.
Didn't
Hey,
look
but
like
that's
Wilson was ready
Hey,
for
but
it.
that's okay. We
Usually,
won more
if it's
playoffs than the Dallas Cowboys have in the last 20 years.
Good
Oh!
right there around
I
the
drank
knee.
to that.
It should be noted, Scott.
Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles. No, it wasn't even before fucking Blake Bortles.
Before, yeah.
That's when our boy David Garrard.
Now, of course, he gets it with the guys that Kessler's been practicing on.
That was holding.
Got to create a little bit of room for the punt, and they do as
Whatever.
Howard brings it across the 15 all the way up to the 19-yard game.
Oh. Marcel Harris better not be in the chat. He's on the goddamn
Get a
field.
touch for number
No.
24. They traded for from the Bears. Like you said, get a little bit of breathing room there. Obviously, it's been ugly
What
for
up,
the
Bull?
Eagles
What up,
really ever
LTH?
since the Cody Kessler hit.
Looking forward to playing y'all this year.
Thorson in a very unfamiliar role right now.
Just do us a
lot
favor
thrown at him here in the
just do us a
first quarter.
favor and fucking trade Clowney and trade DeAndre Hopkins while you're at
Bowl
it
with
too.
a chance to return it from his
That'd be
35.
awesome.
And he's got blocked.
Don't touch his back.
All the way back from where he started near the 35.
God damn it, I saw it. Motherfucker put his finger on his back and them assholes are gonna throw the fucking flag. I saw it a mile away.
Nice job there by Matt
Son of a
Collins.
bitch.
He did a nice job on special teams as a rookie. This is part of the value he provides.
Illegal block in the back, number 38.
I fucking
Receiving
told
team.
him.
It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of
That
the
always
foul.
happens, though.
First down.
But I saw it too. Like, dude barely touched his back. Like, look.
Take a look at Matt Collins, his first action over
Oh, that actually wasn't the one I saw.
Costing the Jags 15 yards.
Or maybe it was. I don't fucking know. It looked weaker than that when I saw it live.
Yeah.
God damn, I feel bloated.
You feel bloated.
Hell yeah, bro. You understand? That's the first time I've eaten fries and bread in like over almost 2 months. That shit was good though.
Yeah.
Something about Philly cheesesteaks.
I'm telling you, if it ain't from Philly, it ain't real.
Not necessarily. There is a spot in Gettysburg that's really fucking good. I can't even. No, Gettysburg's in PA. You ever heard of Gettysburg, PA? Gettysburg's like where a bunch of Civil War shit happened. But yeah, it's like right around like the monuments and all that bullshit. I can't think of the name of the place, but I had it like I don't know 5 years ago.
And I get to be
Shit
in this
was pretty
Geico
bomb.
commercial.
Let's do the eyebrows first. Just tease it a little. Slather
There's
it
good
with
cheesesteak spots in Maryland.
Well, squirrels followed me all the way out
Not
to
quite as good.
California, and there's a very strange badger staring at me. No,
That's just like when I went to Chicago. Fucking deep dish pizza and Italian beef sandwiches. They're
Mr.
just
Big
second
Shot's
to
got his
none.
own trailer.
Like, I definitely couldn't live in Chicago. I'd seriously be a fat fuck there.
Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance.
The offensive line talking it over here in the first quarter. They've got some work to try to protect the, right now, lone remaining quarterback.
Still 0-0.
Eagles have out there
Still
ready to
more
go
entertainment than the Super Bowl, that's for sure.
Find out Situation involving Cody Kessler.
Anything's more entertaining than seeing the fucking Patriots win anything.
Was there for a while and was just walked off
Gabriel's
the field.
watching this, I'm sure he'll be upset.
I'm not going to speculate on what it would be, but you would imagine we may not see him again soon. And as we said, when you go inside the 10 and you see somebody with a red cap leading you inside the 10, they're looking at head injury or potential concussion.
All right, come on.
Down to the 31-yard line, I'm not sure how. First down after the penalty. Bird's defense did a good job in that first series. Malcolm Jenkins stepping right up after just a couple of yards on the pickup.
Boy, that looks familiar, doesn't it?
Yep.
Number 27 up in the box, making a play at the line of scrimmage. You'll see Malcolm Jenkins up there. Looks like he's in man-to-man coverage on the tight end, but he reads the block, he comes in and knifes in.
What if we're going to see Jonathan Cyprian?
It's the details, Scott. He was man-to-man on the tight end. As soon as he saw him block out,
Beyonce has my signed jersey from him.
Second down.
There we go! Yes, he did. Oh!
DJ Chark Jr. made a heck of a play.
What?
But apparently did not get both feet down.
Are you shitting me? There's no way. He's got him down. That's a catch. He's got 3 fucking feet down.
Oh, look at it.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, Calvin Johnson took for it.
Oh, man, that was almost a really good catch. I was about to get really happy, man. I want to see DJ Chark do well.
Jim Schwartz.
That would have been a great
Eagles electing to take the down.
Damn.
That replay, I got to tell you something. Caught the ball.
Bullshit at the end. Fuck.
Yeah, I thought he did as well.
Because he's out of bounds.
Exactly. I mean, that's kind of dumb.
Brings up another third and long, which is another opportunity to see Vinny Curry, Malik Jackson, Brandon Graham. Eagles have some of their dudes in up front. Let's see what they can do.
Gardner Minshew the second. Firing.
Oh, good catch.
James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end, makes the play.
There you go, O'Shaughnessy.
58-yard line, a 16-yard pickup, and a Jacksonville first down.
Damn, that was a fucking bullet.
O'Shaughnessy right there, left side of your screen, is going to run a post here.
Somebody must have gotten Gardner's ass after last week. That he looks a lot better.
It really is climbing the ladder by Shaughnessy. Not bad coverage by Sidney Jones. A little bit closer. He might have been able
Of course,
to
I'll say that, and
the
then I'll fucking throw a pick.
First down, Alfred Blue. Not a whole lot happening. Maybe a yard out to the 49. And Curry in on that tackle.
Malcolm Jenkins right here, left side of your screen. He's going to be the unblocked defender. He shows up right away, so Blue has to cut it. And look at Vinny Curry again. Shaughnessy tried to cut him. Curry stays on his feet, makes a play. But Malcolm Jenkins, even if he's only playing a few snaps tonight, he's showing up.
So on second down. Once again, good penetration in the backfield. Thomas Rawls had that carry for
Can we
Jacksonville.
fucking give him some room to run?
Do I even need to say it?
Yeah, I mean, clearly Malcolm Jenkins said, I'm going to work up a sweat tonight. He's doing it.
It is the Malcolm Jenkins show right now, and we're all invited. Again, his man-to-man tight end
Wow,
blocks
77
out, he goes
missed that
in.
block horribly.
Let me say this.
Oh,
Malcolm's a really good player. That is a terrible scheme by the Jaguars. I mean, that is
Remind him now.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate
is
it.
going to block Malcolm when the tight end blocks out like that. Credit Malcolm for being all over it, but the Jaguars should probably make an adjustment before they try to run that play again. They're 0 for 3.
And they're once again in a third and long situation.
Just fucking got him to jump.
And she throws. It's complete. Flag on the play. Thomas Rawls is stopped short of first down yardage at the 45. Who made the tackle?
Who do you think made the tackle?
Offside, number 75.
Saw that.
Defense. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
That gives the Jaguars another shot at
Thomas
it.
Rawls. Remember when he was supposed to be the shit for Seattle, but then it never happened?
I always think that's funny
Rawls.
when the guy says my bad.
I fell into the
Vinny,
trap
they just called the
drafted
penalty
him
on
in
you.
fantasy.
No, it was you. You know what that is, though? That's telling your brothers,
Thanks,
hey, I'm
PCG.
sorry, guys, I let us down, because they were going to get off the field. I'm sorry we have to play another down.
Probably not even watching.
Wouldn't be surprised if he makes up for it right here.
So third down now.
All right, let's
see what he does. Got to get
Press
just inside the 42. Rush coming.
Oh, the hell?
Good coverage and nothing there.
That's out. That's a good catch.
That's flag on the play. They're not getting it. Rasul Douglas was right there, man for man, down that far sideline. I can't
That was a good catch.
I thought they should have gotten a hold on Vinny Curry. The guy who was blocking Vinny Curry. Look at the top of your screen. Cole's going to run a 9 route straight down the field.
Right, they gotta stop throwing towards the sideline because that shit ain't working out.
By Cole.
Can't keep the
That's
fucking
excellent
rims
work
in
by
bounds.
Rasul Douglas. You know, these third-year corners, Douglas and Jones, really have come into their own during training camp for the Eagles.
Logan Cook will try to find a corner now. High kick. Scott waves, waits for the bounce. Sounded a whole lot better than that on Jacksonville.
Okay.
As it skitters out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins wanted to play tonight. Guess what? He's playing.
He is playing. He is.
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
Been hearing a lot about some great deals.
Yes, with the great deals on the last of the 2019s and low APR financing options, it's a win-win.
What about me?
It's a win-win-win.
What about us?
It's a win, win. Everybody wins at the National Clearance Event.
Get $750 sales event bonus cash when you buy a new 2019 Tacoma. And get $1,000 customer cash on Tacoma. For a total savings of $1,750. Visit buyatoyota.com.
Save on the last of the 2019s. Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Look, it's Beltway. I said, look, it's Beltway.
Oh shit! Oh, the pig!
Look at the face. Look just like him.
Oh shit!
Fucking disgrace.
What did I do to you? Hey,
like he's small with a big ass head.
Hey, oh man, the OG's on the chat. Oh man, so a lot to say.
OG, Uptown?
Uptown is Cyrus in the chat.
Oh, Simus is here. What up, Simus?
Cyrus is here. He said all these guys fucking suck.
Man, fuck you.
Sometimes we prosper most when we help others.
Oh, baby. Hey, yo, baby, get my pea shooter.
We respect that.
That loss
Because
was
it's up on
bullshit.
their
That loss was bullshit.
Oh, man.
Someone did.
You know it was a matter of time before
Kiss my ass.
Simus got in here and started talking shit.
Right? Cyrus said the ebony ivory lobster ass fools over here.
Man, you about to make me pull out my pea shooter.
We were just talking about that. You know, put your pea shooter down. Simon said, but this is how you say the TTC. This right here. If you ever watch a game, salute to y'all for this. Anytime, man, you know.
Gatorade.
Salute to you, Simon. One of the OGs of this shit. If I ever come to Texas, bro, I want to meet
Jacksonville. And
he's in Cali, but
oh, he's in Cali.
Yeah, he's in Cali, but he does
Jones right here is the guy that's going to make the hit on Cody Kessler.
Simon's one of the funniest fucking dudes I've ever seen.
And sips in.
But who got hurt? It was Cody Kessler.
For sure, Scott,
our backup quarterback.
whether Dillard
we did them a favor.
had a mental error there, or whether Dillard did the right thing.
In this kind of situation when they something hurt.
Bro, you'll have another quarterback next week.
And it's not
I think cock ass wise.
No! Don't say that! Don't say Colin Kaepernick. No, don't say that.
I didn't say Colin Kaepernick.
Don't say it. Don't think about it.
Hands off.
I wasn't even thinking that. Ain't nobody signing this. Goddamn tackle, motherfucker!
Miles Sanders.
Don't say
Go
that.
back down to Dave.
Don't say Brock Osweiler. Don't say Colin Kaepernick. Don't say Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Well, Ryan Fitzpatrick's on the Dolphins. He's about to beat out Josh Rosen, sorry ass.
Well,
I wonder how D1 feels about that.
Official emergency quarterback, but they do have a couple of players who've played quarterback. Greg Ward at the University of Houston, Braxton Raiders at the Ohio State University.
What the hell?
Doug Peterson joking a couple of weeks ago about coming back out of retirement.
Antonio.
Hey, Princess Game, how you doing? Long time no see.
Ready to go on the sidelines.
This my home girl.
Game for Sanders. You have to imagine.
What she look
And
like?
again, there's really no way to know this for sure, but you have to imagine that Greg Ward would be a guy that you think about. Braxton Miller, you're
So she doesn't show her face. That's what I'm saying.
From Ohio State University.
Both of those guys,
Yeah, I guess.
high-level quarterbacks in college, played very
Podcast,
well. I just can't believe we're even talking.
That's fucked. You know, our situation's so big that there's the talk of us looking at that fuck. I'll take Geno Smith over his ass.
Second down.
Oh my God, hang on to him, Jesus fucking Christ.
That was a good pass right there. Oh, he's back too. Charles Johnson is back.
Johnson just runs a slant. The Jags came with pressure, so a quick slant by Johnson. Put that outside foot in the ground, got inside a defender. Johnson has a big body, and he's had some success.
Cody Kessler was excited for a whole
He's
week
really
just to go down like
emblematic
that.
of what the Eagles like to do, which is have veteran depth to compete during training camp.
Johnson, 39 career games, 17 starts in the NFL.
Pass. Beat it. Oh, right through J.J. Arcega-Whiteside's hand.
Whiteside.
Wait, what?
That's his name. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Oh.
The ball's incomplete. Trey Burton in there and coverage for Jacksonville.
That's really Arcega Whiteside's strength, too. It's those back shoulder throws, but as you mentioned, it was raining here most of the day, so it is slick footing. Arcega Whiteside came back. Actually, a nicely thrown ball by Thorson.
It was
That's
nice
two good throws in a row by Clayton Thorson.
Jonathan
Mike Rowe, the offensive
right there, got
coordinator,
his
told
number
us
and
yesterday, hey, shooters just need to make a shot and then get going. Let's see if maybe Thorson can keep going a little bit.
There's a wide receiver screen, and that's going to be good for first down. Michelle
fucking hell!
Has it out across the 43 up near the 44-yard line.
What a block by Big P. My guy at right guard right there. Known as being a swing tackle. He's been the starting right guard.
Yes,
He gets out there right on the linebacker. Big P gets him in space without
That's how it's
actually
always
holding.
supposed to be, you know?
And Michelle's able to pick up a first
team, but you know,
down.
it's all over.
Really good sign for the Eagles.
Except if you're a certain,
and frankly, for my guy's career. That he's shown the ability to play.
I don't give a fuck. I'll say that faggots
That
now.
is 6 first downs now for the Eagles.
Oh, you can throw JP's bitch ass in there too.
Thorson trying to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Nice play.
Late on that throw out to the sideline for Josh Perkins.
31, who is that? I can't think of his
Start talking about Thorson though, and we saw.
I think that's the dude that started in that fucking game that we played y'all last year because everybody was hurt.
1,700 yards in college, 61 touchdown passes.
Well, he already looks better than he did last week, that's for sure, with a couple of nice throws. He was late on that one.
It's not even in the first quarter yet.
We got a long way to go.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Second down at 10.
Look at him.
And a flag.
Why are you boys snitching?
I was like, stop snitching.
He was pointing forever.
We have no quarterbacks. We need some yards.
Oh, fuck out of here.
We got it. Y'all got any more of them yards? Dude, y'all got any more of them yards?
Dude, you keep saying that like we did you a favor. You're moving the ball ever since this guy came in.
So the good sign there is that
He
was
ain't
a
gonna be here
hard count by
forever.
Thorson. I could hear it up here.
Well, I think he's going to the rest of this game.
Real positive that all of the Eagles' offensive players are all
running
second
backs are
string.
quarterback.
We're able to hold their water, as they say, and not jump.
On second down, back to the ground.
These motherfuckers don't
Very
tackle.
close to first down yardage.
I don't even know.
Between 4 and 5 yards on the carry for Jordan Howard. Spot of the football looks like it might be just short.
And that's a well-blocked play. You'll see it's weak zone. Every offensive lineman going to the left, 2 double teams pushing up. Howard showing good vision. Looked like he was going to go to the right side of Wisniewski, then bounced around to the left side. He is a very good interior rusher, something the Eagles were really missing a year ago.
Yeah.
Well, this should be his bread and butter right now on third down and short. They package in with the tight ends, and Howard has the first down as he falls forward inside the 45 to the 44.
Just run the clock.
Good patience on that run.
Just run the clock out.
Run the clock.
How you gonna run the clock out in the first
Because
quarter?
we ain't got no quarterbacks.
Jesus.
We gonna be on seven strings
there
by
by Howard.
I mean, I know I got work in the
He
morning, but
lost
shit,
his
I want to
foot.
at least
He's
enjoy a
going to
game.
act like he's running left and then cut it all the way back. Charles Johnson gets a nice block on the edge. Howard's frustrated. He knew there were 4 yards there.
If he makes that step clean, there are more yards there. As as it is.
Fly crackhead fly like AP.
Going deep.
Up in the air.
Pick it off!
Oh!
Knocked away.
Good try.
Johnson once again to try to come back.
Seven's actually playing some good ball.
Charles Johnson, I think he was playing the AAF. He was like the best wide receiver in the AAF. I think that's him.
Really?
Back shoulder throw. Johnson's in the slot.
He played for either San Antonio or was it
back shoulder throw. Johnson makes a good adjustment.
Orlando was my team in AAF.
That's one where it's just a nice play by Trey Hearn in the corner for the Jags. Look at that. Johnson dropped that. He should have had that.
He should have had that.
This is already
I think only God and the name sound.
And the run down to the 40-yard line for Sanders. Called to 41, a 3-yard pickup on the final play of the first.
Oh no, that's not Dayton Jones.
Right in and out here in
Kessler.
Jacksonville tonight. It's scoreless at the end.
1 quarter gone.
Yes.
Come on, Brad.
New for summer.
You want me to leave? I just got here.
Here.
No.
Arriving this summer. It's Bud Light Lemon Tea. New for summer.
Oh, that's what it is, lemon tea?
No, that was not before it was on. I've never seen it.
Over.
You know, one thing I cannot believe I forgot to add.
Over.
What I forget? Where's it at?
Oh, pop. Your shoes are tied.
I forgot to add some damn line.
Ensure he's well taken care of,
Was it? No,
even as you build your own plans for retirement.
How the hell
See
we
how
forget
Lincoln
that?
can help protect your
Wasn't
savings
sure
from
when
the
we,
impact of long-term care
forget,
expenses
you know.
at LincolnFinancial.com.
Yeah.
You know, life isn't made for pain.
I didn't say nothing.
Life is for
I'm not
living,
sure if you had it or
for
not.
family, for basketball.
You know, we
For
had
video
Bud Light, we
games,
got it. I mean, we had
warnings
sex
of
Bud Light.
living,
We had Corona, we gotta have some line.
for art.
Oh yeah, I always keep on
For
just
the
trying to
hobby,
cook with that
just
shit.
can't get enough of it.
Can't believe I forgot that.
Back or
I ain't realized till I saw the Bud Light and it was like lemonish. Y'all like, hold up.
Orthopedic experts at Rockland Institute.
About halfway late on that, halfway done these deuces.
Is
At least we still finished with a flavor.
Very true.
We're pretty different.
Real unique. Yeah, that looks a lot better.
muy diferentes.
Verizon knows everyone in your family is different.
Oh, crap.
So many of us
Hold on a
do
second.
so many different things.
That's why Verizon lets everyone mix and match different unlimited plans.
This is my office.
And now with more plans, everyone gets what they
Better?
need without paying for things they don't. New plans
That's
start
better?
at just $35.
The plan is so reasonable, they can stay on for the rest of their lives.
Oh, did you get that? Yeah.
The network more people rely on.
I do that. I'm on fucking
Share the experience of Eagles football with the young family in your life. Eagles Kids Club memberships include an awesome welcome kit, as well as access to exclusive events and discounts to other Eagles programs. Kids Club memberships are just $20
Fucking Nick
each, so
loved
sign
what
up
he
today
said
at
at the beginning.
PhiladelphiaEagles.com/Kids Club.
This is
JP.
making history again. EVP. I have power over your bitch ass. Here we go. That's Simon. Cautious clown, baby. Cautious clown. Come here. This is the one that was swimming.
Super Bowl 52
This is the one that was
champion,
swimming.
MVP of the Super Bowl, 700 yards. Thought
He's
it was
retarded.
He realized that he's wearing number 7 now. Asked him why not number 9, and he said that belongs to
Oh, we gotta
to
watch some trash talking
He
videos.
said
Oh,
that
man,
number
that was
stays in that city.
classic. We gotta watch
That's
stuff like that,
special
like
meaning
TCC
stays there
World
forever. I
Star.
don't know
We
if
gotta
I've
watch
ever
stuff
heard
like
of a guy
that.
Well, you know he's not
That's
TTC
awesome.
World Star anymore.
That's what he's right here. Speaking of which, sir,
Yeah, that's what he is now because he uploads the creek catcher videos, which are funny as shit. I'm glad he does
Hey,
that.
done, bud. You're done.
Hit him.
You're done, bud.
It's like you came to be the 13-year-old girl, you sick fuck. That dude's.
We gotta watch. We gotta watch. We probably gotta watch a little bit of that.
That dude is
field goal here, but why not give Thorson an opportunity
There
to
need
run
to be
on the
more
play?
dudes
I
like
think that's
that.
exactly what
I
they're
mean, being a father, like,
I
there
just
need to
like
be more
that
dudes
Thorson
like that.
made the correct check
Catch
there.
fucking
Saw the
pedophiles.
blitz
Dude, the
coming.
last video he
Called a
uploaded
quick
was gold.
sprint
Because,
out
like,
because he
one
knew he
lady
was
saw
protected.
him, like, filming
That's
and,
what
like,
Doug
he threw a
Peterson told
sandwich
us
to a
yesterday.
fucking
You wanted to
pedophile.
see
I saw it. Yeah.
Yo, that
I
was
saw it.
That was fucking gold, dude.
I saw it.
And he like, it's illegal. You're 50 years old. You're creepy as fuck.
Sanders up on the top. That's where Thorson.
Oh!
Throw it, got a man.
Oh, you got it.
Who's
that?
7 to 10, needs a block, and he's hit for a touchdown.
God damn it.
Touchdown. Who's that?
38 yards.
Holy shit, Clay Thorson.
With his first
Holy
Eagles
shit.
See, I told you we did y'all a favor getting rid of fucking Cody Kessler.
that's Greg Ward Jr.
Yeah, I was
Holy
gonna say
shit.
some guy named Ward.
And there you go. I know. And look, the
He used to
Jags
play
came
for us.
with
Then
the
he was in
blitz
AAF. He's back with us.
You see at the top of the screen, they do a little switch route there with Ward and Johnson.
CJ Reeves, sorry ass.
Ward showing
Holy
tremendous run after the catch skills. He's been really good in camp as the backup slot receiver behind Nelson Aguilar. He was good with the ball in his hands as a quarterback in college, and he's good with the ball in his hands here. Thorson's fired up, and he should be.
Don't miss J.K. Don't miss. He missed more PATs than 50 yards. I mean, no. Yeah, that's true.
That's
Athletic move to the football, picked up a block late, and the Eagles are up early here in the second.
You're done, bud. You're done. Oh, that's that mustache we were talking about?
Yeah, that. Warner Minshew kind of has one like that, except it's darker.
Eagles fans, are you ready to take your Wi-Fi to the next level?
Hell yeah!
You need Xfinity XFi, a more powerful way to stay connected.
Well, if it's Xfinity, never mind.
Hey man, how you gonna fucking
Wi-Fi coverage that leaves
you
no
gonna fucking
room
do your
behind,
sponsor like that?
and let you control your network with the XFi app. It's the ultimate Wi-Fi experience.
Yeah, if it's good old Xfinity Live in downtown Philly.
Well, that's different. That is kind of ironic.
Hey, Mickey.
I go to
So
Xfinity
what's
Live
the
without
scoop?
fucking cable.
Who can pick just one scoop?
Well, I'd say that one's
I got the
mixed
right
for
TV,
me.
Sweet choice.
I got to when I
Just
lived in
like
Baltimore
Then
and
you're a
fucking
scratch off in
a
the
Jags
Pennsylvania
fan.
lottery.
Yep. It's
There you go.
massive
Oh,
money
that's
match.
a great thing,
Wow,
actually.
with top prizes of
Watch all the
$300
sports
grand.
channels,
You
right?
can't top that.
Well,
Every game, every Sunday.
Sunday. Keep on scratching.
That's perfect.
Last year, Belfour did 114,000 different
Just
jobs.
if you're an out of
around the
town
world.
fan.
We've been to floods.
I mean, for you, it's
fires,
alright. You can get whatever because
tornado
the Eagles
sites,
are
earthquakes,
always on in
where
fucking
people have
Philly.
lost everything. Yes, your
Yeah, but
homes
you-
can be
but you
rebuilt,
also,
and yes, your businesses will be
try to,
rebuilt. But most importantly, your lives will be
Yeah, also,
rebuilt.
you want to watch other games.
There's nothing that we cannot fix. And
No,
we
I did
believe
not.
that.
No, why you say that?
To me, that's Belfour.
Is
At
it paid
Belfour,
for?
we're restoring more than property.
So much good on that play, Scott, but let's look at Miles Sanders, the rookie running back from Penn State. Blitz pickup, bam! Puts his shoulder right into the linebacker, stones him. The Jags came with an all-out blitz, so somebody still came free. Thorson able to get rid of the ball anyway, and then Greg Ward did the rest. That is outstanding by Sanders, the O-line, the rookie Thorson, and Greg Ward.
12 plays, 95 yards, 5-12 on the drive. Geico saving people money on car insurance for over 75 years. So the Eagles have themselves a lead at kickoff. That turns out to be a terrific kickoff. He's out of bounds and touches it. And because he had a foot out of bounds and touched the ball, there's your flag on the play.
Kickoff out of bounds by the kicking team. The ball was placed at the 40-yard line. First down. The receiving team player was touching out of bounds and touched the ball even though it was in the field of play by rule. The kick is out of bounds.
Well, that was a nice, long explanation from Walt Anders.
Heads up play. That's exactly how the special team coaches teach it. You have that 1 foot out of bounds when you grab it. You're good. Watch. Make sure he's out of bounds. You only need 1 foot. Grabs the ball.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Heads up play by Cole. Give credit to the
Someone
special
came
teams
with
coach
two
for
full
the Jacksonville
boxes of pizza.
Jaguars, making sure his guys knew exactly how you're supposed to play that.
Was it paid for?
I was saying, was it paid for? No, it's
Eagles
not.
133 yards of offense.
Oh,
and
no,
Jacksonville
no,
down entirely at 32. On the roll, Minshew throwing.
Nice.
His receivers going to get a first down out of it.
Trey McBride, he's been kind of impressive.
Catch made by Trey McBride. In Eagles territory down at the 48.
Titans were able to get the Eagles with a couple of bootlegs last week as well.
That was weird. I was
What
thinking, I'm
happens
like, could it be
sometimes,
a
now they've
subscriber
got
that
Deshaun
ordered
Hall,
pizza?
Josh Sweat.
I'm like, but I don't get
Hey,
my
you got subscribers sending
I think
pizza
the
to your house.
Jaguars know they got some
He
eager
gets it all the
beavers
time,
in there
shit.
taking advantage of it.
He probably still buys
First down.
it.
Back to the ground.
That fat piece of
Thomas
shit's
Rawls,
wild.
another guy who's got a bit of an NFL experience. Himself a yard.
By the way,
yard
for those that's watching, can y'all hear us or is the TV too loud?
So we said the Jaguars team was one that was offensively challenged last year.
What's
They were
up, Talon?
offensively challenged last week in their preseason opener.
I
And
told
they
Ro- I
also
told
are not
Rando
playing
Ash
a lot of their starters at this point.
They might come in and
Surprises
love.
me. I mean, you got a new offensive coordinator, John DiFilippo, new quarterback.
Hold on to that. Oh,
Another
nice.
catch and another first down for Trey McBride. Maybe just shy of it. Mark him out.
Yeah, Rando's been on
the
the
first
kick
down.
with
Josh Hawkins
loving
with the tackle.
bars lately.
11 bars.
Right side of your screen,
Those like
Hawkins
fat ass
playing
bitches
way
and
off of Trey
this,
McBride again.
And this
That was one of the things we saw from Hawkins last week.
Putting hearts under and shit.
Because I just feel like it's hard to make the team.
That's what he's calling him.
Scott, if you're going to play off coverage like that, I mean, if you're a guy battling on the bubble, trying to get a roster spot, you got to be aggressive. You got to try to get up on these receivers more and make some more plays on the
But I
ball.
don't know. After going out
half
a couple
push
times,
is going to result in moving the sticks for the Jaguars.
Anything as long as it's got to be done.
Of course, I got to imagine there's a little bit of frustration on the part of a player because that's what's called. There's not a whole lot
Dak
more
Prescott
to do,
wants
right?
40 mil a year.
It was off coverage, so he's
Share.
playing off coverage, but he don't need to play off coverage that much, right? And he could see it earlier. As soon as he sees Mitchell sprint out like that, he knows it's a quick out.
Not at all.
That's why it's about details in this league. A sprint out your way, the guy's gonna run out.
Players like that.
I mean, but still, you take away his seat.
And rolls Stonewall with the line of scrimmage. Got maybe a yard. And Gary with the tackle.
Bruce
Yeah,
Hector,
I'll take it
98,
too, man.
hit him
I'll take
first
it too.
two. You'll see Hector right there.
Indeed.
Working against the offensive line. He's going to knife in. He beats the left guard across his face. That means goes in front of him and gets in on the play. Now, watching the game tape
Check
from
the
last
battery
week,
right quick, because I know
was
them things
really
like to die
impressed with
quick.
Number 90, Trayvon Hester. But so far in this game, on this drive, Hector's made a couple plays. Those are two guys battling each other, probably for that fifth.
Here he comes. They pick it up.
Hold on to that. Right through your fucking hand.
Michael Walker. The ball was dropped in there. It probably should have been a first down in the red zone for Jacksonville.
Yeah, right.
Miller provided the pressure.
In the slot, Orlando Scandrick
Look at this.
covering him.
Right in
That's
your
not bad
fucking
coverage. That's a
hand.
great throw.
It's a really nice throw by Minshew. Minshew's a crazy story. Was it East Carolina?
Crackers. You never heard
He was
of
going to give up football. Then he thought he'd go to Alabama to be the backup. But next thing you know, Mike Leach at Washington State says,
Serious.
hey, we'll take you out here for a year. And now he's the backup quarterback for the Jags.
As the 6th round draft pick.
I hope that doesn't happen.
3rd and 1. Pops it up as he gets in. Eagles have a chance at the football. They
Oh!
The recovery
Looked like he threw that.
out at the
Kinda looked like it.
48-yard line. I am assuming that is indeed a fumble as called on the field. And it is Eagles football.
First down, Philadelphia.
Deshaun Hall
Let's
out
see.
there,
I
left
know they're
side
gonna
of the
do a few
screen.
turnovers,
Nice
though.
job with his hands. Looks just like
Oh.
last week. Makes a play on the football again.
I can't see from that view.
Yep, ball is out.
God damn it.
First turnover of the ball game. Deshaun Hall making it happen as the officials take a look.
This is fucking sad.
This year, a more exhilarating endeavor awaits. Define the laws of human nature at the Summer Level Sales Camp. Get exceptional offers now.
Your favorite things are made for you. Your education should be too. University of Maryland University College was founded more than 70 years ago to serve working adults and the military. Today, we continue that tradition by offering rolling admissions and online and hybrid courses. No SAT or GRE is required. Apply by August 31st and we'll waive your application fee.
I mean, I feel
Fall
good about the
classes start
starting
soon.
rotation, but like
Apply now at
somebody gets hurt,
umec.edu.
man. Fuck.
Not all technology is created equal. The 2019 Nissan Altima has advanced tech that Camry doesn't. Altima can see 2 cars ahead to help avoid a potential collision. Connect to your smartphone easily, and Altima can instantly react to changing weather conditions with intelligent all-wheel drive. Guess there's some places Camry just can't go. Now, get a low $199 per month lease or get 0% financing for up to 36 months on the 2019 Altima.
It's time to head back to class. Boss Bags has incredible prices on the latest fashion trends. Junior fashion tops, sweaters, and Sherpa tops, just $14.99. Trendy denim jeans, $19.99. 50% off Junior fall career separates, bodysuits, and soft pants. 50% off girls branded separates and sets. Take 25% off men's and ladies' Nike and Adidas activewear. And Champion Power Blend Fleece Crews, $29.99. Joggers, just $24.99. It's back to class at Boss Bags.
At the end. He's like, what we're still better than the Raiders.
Oh, that's true. That's funny.
He'll give an ass be going at it.
Yeah. Oh, y'all in the chat? You, him, Ash.
The network more people rely on gives you more, like thousands of tickets to NFL games with the Verizon Up Rewards program. The game's first turnover. And had a part in it.
See this video I made, small video I made of Ash? Nah, it was,
Just take over.
It was on my
video. 48 up on top. Thorson wants a big play instead.
Good play.
Looking up down the sideline. That was Tay Hayes, rookie out of Appalachian State.
Skip Bayless said,
Prescott
will win the Cowboys.
Not a well-thrown ball that time.
I put this song on the fucking line, but it's an A-Rab doing it, and I said that was bad.
Ortega Whiteside is going to run a straight 9 rounds.
Yeah, it's my new
right
channel.
down the field.
He says,
and even though he didn't gain a lot of separation there,
I don't
Scott, that's not really his game. Even when he's covered, he's not covered because he's so good with his body and has such outstanding body control.
Thorson showing a lot more confidence this week than he had last week. A flag on the play.
Holy shit, he's got a catch. That fag on the play. Where's Beltway at?
They say it's incomplete.
Oh, shit. Where's Tekken at? Hold it. Tekken hold
Pass
the
interference, number 14, offense, blocking downfield.
Whoa.
10-yard penalty, still second down.
What pass interference?
Carl Magadosi gets called for offensive pass interference. It was a completed pass, but it's going to be negated by that penalty.
He's at the right side of your screen. You can't be blocking more than a yard down the field before the ball's thrown. And that was an RPO. That was a run-pass option. So Agadosi's actually doing what he's supposed to do because he gets to run the play like it's a run.
Thorson throwing. And Hollins with the catch out across the 43. Let's get down to Dave Spadaro.
Well, Scott, I'm here with quarterback Devontae Maddox.
Well, because he was pushed him while the ball was
What is different here?
It was basically blocked. Well, I'm saying that's the point. He's saying he's blocking him downfield.
I think a lot of good
I understand he pushed him while the ball was coming towards him.
Waiting for Ronald Darby to get back, so nobody really knows who's going to start. What are you seeing inside?
Ronald Darby's right here.
Just a lot of competition and fun. You know, we all in there competing, and every day we feel good taking the field together and competing against one another, against our offense. So it's very fun, and we get out here and get the show our time every day, so we make it good.
You run from starting defensive shutout in that first quarter. Thanks so much, Devontae. And Scott, back up to you.
Joshua Perkins makes that catch. Thank you very much, Devontae. And back just past the original line of scrimmage, but he was punting it.
That's going to make
this drive stalls for Thorson.
What's up, Pat?
Well, that's one of the
1984.
things we talked about last week, Scott, is just penalties
Shout out to the
and
brother,
how
Pat.
hard it is to come back from penalties.
One of the 3 haters
See
that
Doug
dislike
Peterson
the
and
video.
Mike Rowe there. They
Show
both
yourself.
mentioned when we met with them yesterday, they wanted the team to be more disciplined, less penalties, because your odds of being able to get a first down after you get a penalty like that go way, way down.
You know the deal.
Johnston, good punt. And a good deke by the receiver as it rolls into the end zone for a touchback. 51 yards on the punt.
All right, let's not turn the fucking ball. Can we just get a field goal, please? I mean, I know this is our backup offense, but dude, this is just fucking trash. Be someone productive.
Pat. The fam is doing great. Thanks for asking. How you doing?
You know, you have the power to choose your energy provider. When you pick NRG, you can choose from a number of plans with benefits and rewards that fit any lifestyle. They have a plan that gives you cash back. Plans that benefit the community.
Yeah, but I was waiting for
plans for the shoppers
Eagle
out
Speed's
there.
Hate Week video.
Plans with renewable power.
I'm surprised
And plans that give you awesome stuff, like this.
He was messaging me on
So
Facebook
stop
like,
running the same
I'm gonna
play all the
wreck
time.
you and
Switch to NRG and pick the right plan for you.
Did he? Oh shit.
Speed fucking crazy.
Yeah, he don't give a shit at all.
Yeah, he definitely don't.
I like that though. He made a hit people on the Titans. That was funny.
It was funny shit, especially since all the shit he's talking about was actually true. Like the fucking garbage.
I can't believe people really bought into that troll. No good, bro.
Let us know where you're watching from using the hashtag Eagles Everywhere for a chance to be
appreciate it,
featured
man.
on
Thanks
this
for stopping by,
broadcast.
man. I hope you have a good one.
I replied to that with a picture from here in the booth.
I'm really not surprised.
Did you? No.
You're not, bud.
Why
You're
not?
done.
I'm here in the booth. That's an
You're
awesome
done, bud.
Because I knew you would. That's what we do.
That's one of my favorite things we do.
Yeah.
To see
Has he
people
said
all
anything
over
else
the
in
country, all over the world watching these games.
No, he hasn't.
Already had some of my guys from back home checking in, watching.
Yeah. Yeah. And like at the beginning when they show him what to do, it's like taking
Some of the
pictures
20-yard line
shirts off.
defense, which has played well so far. Only Jacksonville has 55 yards so far in the game.
What up, NYG 31?
We'll come on and attempt.
The many Giants
Oh,
fans.
there you go. So that's your booth shot.
Yeah. You like it?
Well, you know, again, sure. How about this one? This looks, in all honesty, this looks the same. This looks the same. It's the same shot. We're going to work on your composition. First down. That's a
Oh, God, I thought he intercepted that.
Really good concentration from C.J.
That was a
Ward.
good try.
He hands out that ball for a 9-yard gain. Yeah, coverage straight all over his back.
Yeah, I don't know if you can ask much more from Jeremiah McKinnon.
He was painted on it.
Nice. It goes by the nickname Paint. I would say this between those two guys,
what?
Hawkins 48, McKinnon 38. Two Eagles corners down the depth chart competing for a roster spot or practice squad or whatever. McKinnon's probably been
It's
better
something
in the
new.
games out of those two.
I actually like it rather.
And Rawls stopped to the backfield by T.J. Edwards. Edwards makes the hit for the loss, and that forces Jacksonville into a third
Yeah,
down.
Thomas
I don't say this
you
often,
don't have
Scott,
it
but I
anymore.
was
Chambers,
shocked
what's going
that this
on?
young man
NYG
was
31
not
said, I
drafted.
can't
Watch how
believe you have
quickly he
Jaginoff
reads
in your
this.
house.
Gets
Come on,
the
I'm
ball,
Desert
gets
Eagle.
over the top, and then
No,
able to
Jaginoff's
make the
my man,
wrap-up
man.
tackle.
I was about to say, it's not the first time.
It's
He
not the
was an
first time. Yeah, it's not the
absolute
first time
tackling machine at Wisconsin. Every Wisconsin
the
game
first
I
time
watched
I'd have
the last
I'd
4
have him
years,
in my house.
it felt like he had at least double-digit tackles. I was stunned that he was not selected in April's draft.
Jaguars have to get into the 30 for the first down.
Oh,
Makes you
just run.
time. Open receiver
Oh,
for the
whatever.
first down. Once again, it is Ward.
Yeah, I'll give it to
With the count, jump out across the 34.
Come on, our offense is trash. Give us a break.
At least you still have all your quarterbacks.
Think about the way the Eagles play defensively in terms of keeping it in front
I'll
of
give, bro. I'll give you, bro. Other than Big Dick Nick, I'll
stopping the
give you
run
all
on the way
the
to the
quarterbacks
quarterback.
for
That's
this
exactly the type
Clayton
of
guy.
defense, the base defense that they're playing here tonight.
I would like, you know, I need some Big Dick Nick on the team.
Speaking of base, they got
Big
three
Dick, you had your
linebackers
chance
in
to
the
resign
game.
Big Dick Nick. You couldn't trade us.
Because
Carson
the
Wentz
Jags have
resigned
two
him.
tight ends.
Play action.
Get rid of it, Gardner.
Minshew got rid of it.
There we go.
First down. And again, it is Trey McBride in Eagles territory. with the catch.
This dude better see some playing time during the regular season. This Trey McBride, he's
3 yards on the pickup.
looking pretty good.
Blitz pickup here by the Jags.
They want you 31 Jaginoff.
They're trying to make a move on that running back. Deshaun Hall, the top of the screen, still gets some pressure on Peck's big
Unfortunately.
shoe, but not enough. Still Deshaun Hall showing up almost every play this preseason. He is a young man on a mission. I don't know what he was probably the sixth defensive end when camp started.
Big Nick.
But he's moving on up.
Nick ain't coming back.
Number 3rd round
Come
pick of
on.
Carolina.
He's ours now.
And Rawls gets himself a yard on 1st down.
That's a great spot to go.
Hell yeah.
Great Hall with the tackle.
I can vouch for that. Come Jackson.
Hall's kind of playing the Malcolm Jenkins role a
This game,
little bit.
yeah,
as a
last
safety
year's
up in
game
the
with
back.
Ben and Jackson.
He did that
I'm trying
last
to get
week.
you to go down with me.
Making a play.
what?
6'2",
Last year's game, I
206,
actually
really
been in
nice
Jackson. I'm
size
trying to
and
get you to go
length
down with me.
for a safety, and he's got some
Jacksonville's
versatility
a
as
funny ass
well.
city, dude. I wish I lived there.
Which is the slot defender.
Almost
He-
made it was possible. And Braum is married a woman from Jacksonville. Oh, you're offside.
A little too quickly for Deshaun Hall.
Damn, Deshaun Hall, you gotta calm
He's getting
down.
greedy.
Ain't
Having
that
a good night.
Carballoon's son that he put in the 13-year-old? Oh, that guy's on offense. I think it's like Bell or something. 77.
You're 2 steps behind the right tackle. That's offside.
No, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, he's
Yo,
doing such a
I
good
saw
job
it.
at
Carballoon.
filling that offensive tackle. You almost feel like he's like sharks in the water, right?
Everyone said, what's up,
He
Jack?
couldn't wait for another opportunity.
Who's that?
Love the enthusiasm. He's been flying around the field this
I don't
entire
know who that
first
is,
half.
but what's up, brother?
He's going to shorten it up to a 2nd down. And
Oh, shit, yeah, here it is.
5.5 minutes left to go in the 1st down.
Holy shit.
And wide receivers.
Oh, shit, go! Go! Run! Let's go! Oh, fuck me.
At the end of the 36-yard play, but let's see about the flag.
Carballoon had a child, a 13-year-old. He was a sophomore in college. He turned
Come on.
into a football player. Demetrius Bell signed a 5-year contract.
A lot of huddle going on here.
Eagles have what they call a bear defense, which means every offensive lineman was covered.
Come on, man.
Jags had a pretty nice play call to go against it to get the ball out
There are 2
quick.
fouls on the play. Holding number 61, offense. That penalty is declined.
Damn it, man.
Block in the back, number 83, offense. That penalty is enforced 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Shit.
That's Ben Koyak, the
The penalty last week that got called back on a touchdown. Fuck,
It's just a
man.
quick wide receiver screen. Let's look for the
Not
block.
catch a fucking
83,
break.
Ben Koyak with the block in the back. Right
He's on the
there,
side. What the fuck?
on DeAndre Hall.
I fucking hate referees,
That's a good
bro.
call. He would have made the play. Koyak's a Pennsylvania guy. Western PA, though. Oil City, Pennsylvania.
I mean, I get it if he hit him in the back, but dude, he was on the side.
You know your Pennsylvania guys, don't you?
I know my Pennsylvania guys.
Hell.
If they played high school football at any point in the state of Pennsylvania, I know them.
That's quite a play, partner. 2nd down. They throw some ball.
Nice catch, 86.
Briefly, like Ernsberger was going to be able to haul that one in. Josh Sweat, Trayvon Hester providing the pressure. Bring up a 3rd down now for Jacksonville.
And these are the guys that you're looking at right now. These are the guys that need to prove themselves. Hester as the 4th or 5th D tackle. Sweat as the 4th defensive end.
Your son.
They need to earn their roles on this team. They need to prove to Jim Schwartz that they can get the job done if called upon, and they can get game reps come September 8th.
On 3rd down. Rush coming again, and here they got it. This time there was no getting away. Sharif Miller got in on him and throws him back at the 47-yard line to bring on the punting unit for Jacksonville.
Miller's at the bottom of the screen, Sweat at the top. They're going to meet at the quarterback. Looking at Miller, does a nice job, gets his hands in and spin. I love the late spin by Miller.
You just standing there, fucking do something.
You never want to be deeper than the quarterback. So as soon as he felt himself getting deeper than the quarterback, he spun back inside, spun right into the sack, and his buddy Sweat getting pressure on the other side helped him.
Oh, another punt for Logan Cook.
Nobody ever goes to the preseason games.
It's going to take a bounce. It's It's going to hit like a really well-hit sandwich into the green. It's going to stop at the 5-yard line. 43 yards on the punt with no return.
We didn't see a lot from Miles Sanders last week, Scott, but he has been excellent so far tonight. First play of the game shows nice vision. Watch the bounce outside the power at this right there to run through a couple tacklers for 5 more yards, and boom, stones the linebacker on the blitz pickup to get the touchdown. That last play is the one that will
referees holding a big check saying thanks, Jerry.
And the most playing time from this coaching staff. Showing the ability and the willingness to stand there,
good call right there,
and stone him in the hole.
Good call.
Such a good sign for him to be a guy that gets a lot of third down snaps for this team this year.
6 yards per carry on the night tonight in that big pickup. And now you got a flag in the end zone as the ball goes incomplete. Is that a hold in the end zone?
That might be a safety.
Oh shit!
Josh Perkins, 83, was right along the line of scrimmage, the goal line at least.
Holding number 83, offense. That penalty is declined. It's second down.
How'd you decline it?
So he must not have been all the way in the end zone. Look at Perkins right here, and let's see where he engages. Okay.
He's in the 1.
Yeah, he's on the 1, and they're going to call a hold. You got to be totally in the end zone.
Man.
Oh, I guess because
it's
not. They're not going to get many yards out of that. So I guess that's why.
Declined. I guess they'd rather have the down than the 2 yards if you're the Jags.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense.
Second down.
So instead of the 2.5
sort of
line,
makes
stays
sense.
at the 5, second down and 10.
That first and 12, that second down.
This one might be a little interesting.
In the middle,
3 yards.
Talking about some hard yards there. Call it 3 of them for Wendell Smallwood.
Smallwood's a guy who should get a lot of touches for the rest of this game. Trying to prove he deserves either the number 4 or even possibly number 5 running back job in Philadelphia.
Number 5 running back.
Making sure he's able to latch on somewhere else. And I think he would, by the way.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It is reliable.
Jesus Christ. To take the chance of getting it to the 15-yard line. Thorson, quick throw.
Oh, J.J. Whiteside.
Got the first down.
There you go.
Good timing on the play, even though it seemed like it was a little bit off. The throw arrived on time. Whiteside holds it in.
Zone coverage, and Thorson's going to throw the slant right in between 2 defenders. I mean, that's really good, Scott. There's 2 defenders right there, and Thorson rifles it in there.
Right back to the ground now for the Eagles. They tend to run some clock down on their half of the field as Smallwood gets himself about a yard. There's no doubt that Thorson has looked entirely more confident in the way he's approaching things here in his second game.
Well, the coaches even told us yesterday they really think it was just his nerves last week. You can tell he had jitters. But so far, he's rising to the occasion. And remember, he hasn't practiced with these guys. He practices with the 3s, not the 2s.
Got a blitz coming. Throws it out left side. Just sails on it. Pretty good blitz pickup. The throw is incomplete for a big Whiteside.
Watch Big V here. His guy is going to go outside, and he's going to then come back inside and pick up the blitz.
Don't think that Venus love that guy.
It's a lot different playing inside at center or guard than it is at tackle. When you're at tackle,
come on, D's got to step up here, man.
The defensive end, one-on-one. When you're inside, you're tied into the blitzes a lot more. Big V showing the
Rikishi.
Inside and pick up. He's done a nice job of running.
My ass in his face.
Third down, another blitz coming. Thorson comes back near side. And
oh, come on!
Jaginoff got held or interfered with. I think it's pass interference at the 35.
I don't know what I saw.
When you have a big body like Jaginoff.
Pass interference, number 30.
Where?
First down at the spot of the foul.
You want to give him an opportunity to make a play on the football.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a flag.
Not great timing there
I mean, not flag,
with he and Thorson, but Thorson had the right idea with the back shoulder throw to Jaginoff. By the way, I'm not sure that was interference right there.
Yeah, I don't think so.
At this point, equally happy that Coach Marone elected not to throw a flag.
That's a
Challenger. Thorson, this time they get him. It's going to be a loss of about a yard.
That's a mistake, by the way, for Doug Marone not to throw the challenge flag.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't think that's best.
Outside the 2-minute warning.
Well, even forgetting all that, it's a new rule. They're allowed to do instant replay now for pass interference. You need to at least get more of these examples on video to teach your team.
As it is, we have reached the 2-minute warning, and there's the only score of the game right now as the Eagles trying to take this.
Still want to take to the Super Bowl. Still want to take to the Super Bowl.
Meet the Wawa Hoagies. Every hoagie is made for you with delicious ingredients on a freshly baked Amoroso roll. Try one today. Like a toasty cheesesteak, a mouth-watering meatball, or an Italian hoagie. Everyone made just how you like it.
I totally
So
did.
now that you've been introduced, stop by and get a fresh, delicious
I
hoagie
remember
today.
that shit.
Gotta have a Wawa. Wawa is the official hoagie of the Philadelphia Eagles.
I can't believe it. That I won the best of sweepstakes and I get to be in this Geico commercial.
Let's do the eyebrows first. Just tease it.
Thank you.
Slather it all over.
I don't know why white
Squirrels
women love
followed me
this
all
shit
the way
so
out to
much.
California, and there's a very strange badger
yeah.
staring at me.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to say
Motherfuckers
hundreds of
love
dollars on
Dunkin'
commercials
Donuts.
with Geico.
Where's
Their
the
donuts is
Mr.
even
Big
trash.
Shot's got his own trailer.
You got a Krispy Kreme around? Fuck Dunkin' Donuts.
That's because we were on my job.
Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance.
We're pretty different.
We're all unique in our own ways.
Somos muy diferentes.
Verizon knows everyone in your family is different.
There are so many of us doing so many different things.
That's why Verizon lets everyone mix and match different unlimited plans.
This is my office.
And now with more plans, everyone gets what they need without paying for
See,
things
if only
they
this is
don't.
the real
Your plans
game,
start
we
at
all
just
be 10 times
$35.
more excited.
Plan is so reasonable, they can stay
We're
on
just
for
looking
the
at the
rest of
plays.
Right?
The network more
Yeah,
people
just
rely
looking
on
at the
gives
players.
more.
Yeah, and so far everyone's a
Coming into the
fucking
half, Molly
streak.
Sullivan talks to Eagle center Jason Kelsey on Sights and Sounds presented by
I'm sorry,
Santander.
Trey McBride. Trey McBride's having a good
Treat your
game.
money with respect. Learn more about how respect adds up by visiting SantanderBank.com.
And I know it's only going to get
Review the
worse when
Temple
Tanner
halftime
Lee
stats.
comes
Temple
in.
University,
Oh, shit.
Philadelphia's public university, is a proud partner
It
of our
won't be so
Philadelphia
bad
Eagles.
later in the fourth quarter, like last 2 minutes.
Clayton Thorson finishing out this half. There's your list of quarterbacks. Sudfeld hurt last week. Cody Kessler knocked out of this game in the first quarter. And he was going to get extensive time in the first half. He came on this play.
Jaguars came with a blitz. Somebody came free. They took Jones and hit Kessler right in the back. Being evaluated for a concussion. Red Hat looked at him and took away his helmet. We have not seen him since.
Darby Jr. is
It's
doing
just
great.
unbelievable as you
Why
look
he doing
at Nate
this as well?
Sudfeld and Carson Wentz.
Said Darby Jr.
How quickly things can change in this league. I mean, literally a second, literally a play, Scott.
Oh, I'm not sure if you were here when this happened, Princess
At
Gamer.
least for the next however many
But
weeks.
Pizza Boy came to our
Now
house.
Kessler's
They
might
said
have
we
as well.
got two bucks of pizza.
And if that's the case, that raises
I don't know what that was about.
some
Free
potential
pizza!
problems
Free
down the
pizza!
line.
If it was paid.
What you're going to end up doing next week. Blitz coming. Dumps it off to Smallwood. Waits for his blockers, but flying on the play.
So the question is, what happens if Morrison knocked in the wood? If he plays or he get hurt?
Offense,
Jake
10-yard
Elliott.
penalty. Still second down.
Quarterback.
No, they got to put Carson Wentz in.
They got Vitae on the hold on the screen. You got to be especially
finish the game with
careful
bubble wrap.
with your hands when you are in space because the refs can see your right side of the screen. His right arm's up around the neck. He's got the jersey.
Yeah.
They're going to call
They
that.
got him in a chokehold.
And he has another one
Cocaine
there,
clutch.
Scott, where
Cocaine clutch locked in.
Cocaine
playing
clutch.
tackle. They're not calling that in this group.
Fucking somebody would know.
Out in the open field like that.
On second down, Thorson throwing our Bengal right side with a stiff arm.
Boy, tackle him, Jesus fucking Christ.
35.
I don't know if you were around, but I don't know if you heard this or not, but which said
We're just about anyway.
faggot Titan Anderson, he said
1:48 to go here right now.
Gabriel
I
looks
just
like
like that I
Samoa
think the
Joe.
white side was smart enough to get out of the I mean, he's running a hitch route
Oh
and
shit.
immediately reverses field to get out of
He
the
must put pictures of him in the goddamn
smart guy.
that Google Hangout chat.
Still all three of them remaining here.
Hey, how you been?
Into the 46
A little bit.
Continue this drive.
Hey.
receivers to choose from. An empty backfield for close enough. First down. And his flag.
I know I'm probably the first white person you've ever seen.
Oh, stop. Stop. I knew you were going to say that. No.
How you
That's
been?
my people good. How are you?
Good.
That's good. You want for second?
Yeah. Hey, little man.
Let's get frustrated.
No, he's about
Ball
to
starts,
get the
center. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
All right.
They called that on Nate Herbig, undrafted rookie from Stanford, played guard at Stanford. Showing the Eagles some versatility in his ability to play center as well. I think he just kind of adjusted in his stance a little bit when he was in center, but that caused the movement for the Jags. Now you got to be careful with the football here if you're Thorson.
All right.
Penalty number 6 in the first half. So third down and long. And another flag.
Ball starts, number 77.
Uh-oh.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
This time it's Andre Dillard, and as Doug Peterson said, the pre-snap penalties were something that he really needed to eliminate as this preseason wears on.
Scott, they're going the wrong way.
They are.
It said they're going somewhere
You're
else.
you're supposed to say, how do they know where we're going?
Now, if they convert this shit, there's seriously something wrong here.
Steve Martin, John Candy?
John Candy's good line there. Good delivery, too.
Those aren't pillows.
Also a good line.
Timeout.
Yeah. Really done? Good night, little man.
It's not they're going the wrong way. It's you're going the wrong way. Oh, he's drunk. How does he know where we're going? That's the line.
I can't see it. Good night, AA, Ron Jr.
No.
Good night.
If you're going to be precise, you got to be precise.
It's cute, man. Huh? Cute.
We've kind of had a, we haven't had much of a plane strange
Oh, no problem.
trip so far. I mean, it's
Oh,
been pretty
yeah.
good,
Thank you,
right?
bud. Yeah, thanks for that, man. I
I'm
really
just glad we got a
appreciate
Billy
that.
Street automobiles reference.
Always good to contribute with
And,
you.
we got an opportunity last night. We had a little dinner together. We
Yes.
got an opportunity to see how that was more. That wasn't a plane strange and automobiles. It was more like when Harry met Sally.
Tried
Tried to change
No, they
restaurants.
didn't. They
Maybe
didn't
change.
They just
Are you saying
they
I'm
just
high
did like a
maintenance?
handoff.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I am not high maintenance.
All right, we gotta get something out of this. Show me you can run a fucking 2-minute drill. Oh! Did y'all really run into each other?
Did
they just do
Yep.
Did he just do that?
Matt Collins getting downfield. His own teammate hit him.
Did that really just fucking happen?
Did he just do that?
Tell me I'm like sort of close or something. Did that really just fucking happen?
But when you talk
Like,
about
they could have called fair catch interference while he was at it, too.
to have a guy
Did
like
it?
Collins,
Dude,
am
am I dreaming right now? Did that really just fucking happen?
has made multiple plays on special
Fucking
teams.
Christ.
It's so valuable.
Oh, fucking hell. They were clean as shit up.
Throw across the middle. They're room to operate.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh! He did all that. Good thing he was out of bounds, motherfucker. Fucking cracker. I don't like this white boy, bro.
I
don't like this white boy.
Left to work with.
Wait, Darby playing?
I think Cyprian finally got it.
Is that who that is?
Yeah. No, wait. No. It's not Darby.
Hey, Darby is.
Too much time there.
I mean, I know he got dreads, but
Underneath throwing a
Oh,
missed
he's
tackle
right.
there by
31.
DeAndre
No,
Hall.
31 is
You got to make that one in the open field.
There's an opportunity for Minshew trying to get his team on the board. And rolls the yardage down to the 40.
Oh, might actually get a fucking field goal.
Oh, that's that. Oh, he's with Sean now. Ross?
Yeah, Thomas Ross. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
He's probably going to get cut, though. He ain't what he used to
Very
be.
interesting trying to run the hurry up with a rookie not in that situation very often so far in his NFL
Fell
career.
for that fantasy trap a couple years ago. Nice
So
draw
we get
play.
first down yardage, now we get a flag coming from behind.
Oh my God!
Holding, number 69. Offense, 10-yard penalty. Still second
Feels so
down.
quiet. What? So
Tyler
quiet.
Shapley called for it.
Good job by Trayvon Hester, number
I don't
90.
know why it
That's
goes
who Shapley was working
Oh,
against.
shit.
Hester got off the block,
Huh?
Got in on the tackle.
Motherfuckers are at the
And
beach
Shatley
bars or at the
basically
beach
tackled
or
him.
something.
Yeah, I heard. I know the one.
Lake Orioles used to live in the
Hester's
beach
another
bars.
Pennsylvania guy, by the way.
Yeah, I remember
Penn Hills High
week
School out
2
in
when he was
Pittsburgh.
going against the Bucks. It was over
Keep
like
track.
110 degrees.
On
Cam
second
Dawson
down,
was
Mitchell hold Dillon to throw the football. And Rolls gets
All that
buried
time,
as
that's
soon
all
as
you
he
can
makes a
do.
catch by Alex Singleton. Good over the
You know
tackle
Cam
to
Dawson by any
Mitchell.
chance?
That was going
I've
nowhere.
heard Bucking Dog.
I've heard timeout called for by Jacksonville with
He
46
was looking like
seconds
an
left.
old Kool-Aid man that day.
Julie Ertz,
What's his name? Billy Bob. Put up his OK Cupid account they made for him. It's like, I'm short, I'm fat, I'm 5'3", I'm a Bucks fan, and by the way, my eye is popping out of my head.
There's Zach.
That was fucked up.
Last season, an NFL record for tight ends.
You probably wasn't here. I think you missed it. But Billy Bob,
8 touchdowns on the year.
it was late. It was so late. But his mom came in and was like,
exactly
I
10
told
yards
you, I
per
texted
catch.
you.
What are the odds of that?
Turn off your
by
damn
3
phone.
yards.
He left like 5 seconds later.
Exactly what the Eagles' whole team would be when they drafted him.
Damn.
Mitchell on third
She
down.
sounded like she was
Throws downfield.
Good catch!
Got it downfield.
Caught that.
I believe it's a catch.
He caught that. Over 2 people too.
That's a reasonable play down the 25-yard
16.
Rock on! Rock on!
20-yard pickup.
And give Minshew some credit
That's
too.
a
He
good
got
catch.
rocked as he threw it. DeAndre Hall went up. And that's one where you'd like to see DeAndre Hall
I don't know if that's
make a
a
little
catch.
bit more of a play.
Why is it?
Hector gets in there.
It was
You'd
like
to see Hall make a
one
little
foot
more
was
of a
down
play on
and
the ball.
Well, he's laying
His
down.
body is out.
Body,
Well, he's laying down
backside of
at
that
night, man.
receiver.
So still time to work with now for the Jaguars. The throw across the middle is going to get him
Go, come on.
Now the crowd was
Run to hurry up.
He'll take a timeout.
Why are you taking time out now? Save it for towards the end. Jesus Christ.
The Eagles D-line is gassed. I mean,
No,
those
the
guys
tight
are
end?
outfit.
No, the quarterback.
Oh, Minshew.
That's going to be the final timeout for Jacksonville.
Yeah, he's still
32 seconds to go on the first down.
We gotta fucking score before Tanner Lee gets in there.
Possibly
He is going to play this
in a
thing.
first down situation, but more than likely you're taking quarterbacks to the end zone.
No, this is an interesting thing, Scott.
Oh, game
The
you on
Jags
that?
call
Yeah, he said
timeout,
Patriots
which
all
is
day.
probably the right move. As you see, they're looking
Hey,
at something
hey,
on
you
the
want
left
me to piss him off real quick?
of Josh Sweat.
Red Ranger, Red Ranger, Red Ranger.
Speaking of
Oh,
his chest.
shit. Watch what
But
he
that's
said.
one where the Jags call a timeout, which is probably the right move by the book, Scott. But the Eagles D-line was so tired. I would have told them, go on the ball, let's go. We got these guys on the ropes, but they didn't do it.
You got a rookie quarterback playing his second game. That's probably part of the decision for the Jags. Minshew takes the snap on first down. Rushes
Oh, my God.
That's
Down at the
shot
20.
ball again.
And they're
He's
out of
having himself a
timeouts.
game.
That's why you should have
Play,
hurried
though,
the
where you
first.
wanna run 15
Oh,
yards
that's like
somewhere.
that was their last time.
Clock still running. Down to 15 seconds and they'll clock it.
He's got to pass it.
He had to scramble after making that sack. Realizing, you know what? They don't have timeouts left. They're snapping the
Whoever the
football.
smallest motherfucker he
This
has,
is
and this
hilarious.
fucking
Deshaun
child can get a
Hall,
one-on-one
after he
fade route.
gets in and gets the sack of Minshew, he comes hustling back. See, watch this. Uh-oh, wait a minute. They're no huddle. They might spike it. Oh, my. Goes running back. Slides in.
Good save. Good save.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
So it's third down and goal now.
He's at the top of your screen here. Hall again.
The 20-yard line. Minshew. Pressure coming. Checks down.
What the hell was
It's
the
going to be a
point of
whole lot
that?
for Koyak, and we'll have 9 seconds left in a fourth down.
He's
They're not going to bother trying for the end zone here. They just want points.
They're showing a lot of respect for Deshaun Hall. They actually chipped the tight end through Hall on the way out. That's how worried they are about 74 right now.
So it's going to be a 36-yard field goal attempt for Josh Lambo. I didn't think that they were going to try to put points
Look
up
at
this
Schwartz.
way.
You see Schwartz right there? Schwartz was yelling at him about the celebration.
Lambo's attempt. He's good.
There we go, yeah!
Also leaves 5 seconds on the clock.
We're going to the fucking Super Bowl.
Oh, shit.
One of the takeaways you get from tonight, obviously, you had the injury with regard to the quarterback, but also one of the takeaways from tonight is the fact that the Eagles' defense has been very active. We've seen some guys who have already made a mark.
Yeah, well, the first quarter was basically the Malcolm Jenkins show, and here in the second quarter, it's been the Deshaun Hall show, and he's the one that needs it. I mean, Malcolm Jenkins is going to be starting week 1 regardless, but Deshaun Hall, the way he's played, Scott, how does he not make the team at this point? He's been very, very impressive. Give him credit, because I don't know anybody really expected that coming into these games.
And so the defense playing the way they are has held the Jaguars down to 3 points here in the first half. Second half action, we'll end up seeing what goes on and what Jacksonville's going to have. But Malcolm Jenkins came out to do some work tonight. He certainly did.
I'm excited to see more Clayton Thorson. He's starting to do some really positive things.
It's not like you're going to have another choice. And a strip kick is going to result in the end of the first half of play. So on a very warm and muggy night, and in all honesty, not quite as warm as it had been here the previous days, the Eagles will head to the locker room at halftime. We'll take you down the field.
All right, you and head coach Doug Peterson. Let's start with the run game. Miles Sanders and Jordan Howard, 9 carries, 41 yards. What do you see from them?
Yeah, I thought early on we did some really nice things. We just got to be patient there. I thought both guys, we got a nice 3rd and short. Obviously, we completed a 4th down for a touchdown. But the run game was positive so far.
And Clayton Thorson, game number 2, much improved.
Much improved. He settled in. I think he understands, what we're trying to get done. Really execute the offense, and we just got to do the same thing in the second half.
Who would be, Doug, the next man up at the quarterback position?
We'll talk about that at halftime.
Thank you.
Not you, though, right?
I won't be coming out of retirement anytime soon. No.
Even though he told the media it was a possibility, don't hold your breath. Halftime here in Jacksonville, a 7-3 win for the Eagles.
Please don't be Colin Kaepernick.
They stood up there
and no.
were patient for
Cock
7 hours. Officers carrying little babies, holding kids' hands, walking them safe, showed me what those men and women are really about. They're about protecting us.
That's what it said.
NBC 10 First Alert Weather. First to prepare you for severe weather no matter where you are. Better tools, better technology, and the most accurate team in town 4 years in a row. That's a fact. When severe weather strikes, who will you trust? NBC 10 First Alert Weather. Count on it.
Brady Quinn.
Nah, bro, they gonna get the mark.
Good evening, I'm Jim Rosenfield.
And I'm Jacqueline London. Thanks for joining us for this NBC 10 News update. Let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Tammy Souza and the First Alert forecast.
Well, it's been a pretty pleasant day out there. We've seen sun and clouds at 76 right now under partly cloudy skies in Philadelphia. We were in the 80s earlier today, but there are showers and storms that are very near the Lehigh Valley. Some of these could move into the area tonight. So coming up at 11, we're going to talk about your storm chances overnight and tomorrow, and we have a huge heat wave on the way. We'll discuss that for your neighborhood. That's coming up at 11. Back over to you.
Tonight, new sights and sounds from the frantic moments during the shootout in Nicetown, Tioga.
Take a look at the neighborhood under siege.
Oh my God!
Cell phone video brings you right in the thick of the gunfire and the chaos that led to a 7-hour standoff and 6 police officers shot. At 11, the exclusive look at yesterday's hostage standoff and a whole new SWAT situation on the same block tonight.
Why
We also have a video of the plane crash that NASCAR legend Dale Earnhardt Jr. and his family survived. The plane went off the runway at an airport in Tennessee and burst into flames. Earnhardt, his wife, and a 1-year-old daughter were aboard that private plane. Tonight, how everyone managed to escape without serious injuries.
Here at home, a South Jersey school threatening to refuse school lunches to students who owe more than $20 in overdue lunch money. Administrators in the Cherry Hills School District are behind this plan. It's drawing criticism from parents and politicians. And tonight after the game, how the district's finances are playing into the equation.
Cherry Hills, New Jersey.
That's your NBC 10 News.
No, there's a Cherry Hill there on the field.
Oh, there is. Join us at 11 o'clock for player reaction and the latest First Alert forecast. Enjoy the game.
No food for you. You starved, bitch. That's fucked up.
Shootout in Tioga. Holy crap.
He'd be proud of us.
A family business
should stay in the family. See how Lincoln's Insurance Solutions can help protect your family, your business, and everyone who counts on you at LincolnFinancial.com.
Is Bud Light Orange coming back this summer and never leaving? And brewed with real orange peels?
Was all right too.
The answer is yes. Yes. And yes.
The life of a Philly sports fan is a wild ride. Some years we triumph, some years we trust. What never changes year after year is how we get to the game. Shoulder to shoulder with our fellow fans on SEPTA. Get your ride started at iSEPTAPhilly.com.
Just a small little root beer. I need some kind of soda right now.
You're on the road and now you're praying fast. The road behind was rocky. You look at me and you see your past. Is that the reason why you're running so fast? And you said, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no.
Sometimes we prosper most when we help others. We respect that. Because at Santander Bank, respect
What kind of
adds up.
commercial is this? Okay.
Welcome back to Jacksonville.
Cheers.
We are at halftime for the Eagles and the Jaguars. This week's edition of Sights and Sounds presented by Santander. Molly Sullivan sits down with Eagles center Jason Kelsey.
So, Jason, I know you're not into social media. Good on you, by the way. But I sent out a tweet asking your fans, hey, what do you want to know? Quick summary, tell me everything. You really connected with the city of Philadelphia in a way that very few athletes have ever. You've played your entire career here. What keeps bringing you back?
I mean, I still love to play the game.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think that'll ever stop. I've been with one organization. I'm fortunate to play in one city. I have a big amount of loyalty to this organization, these teammates, these coaches. So I just love coming into work. I think that as long as I can still go out there and play and still play at a high level,
You showing a
I'm gonna do
highlight
that
of
for a
him
long
blocking a charge
With that
player.
said, training camp
His
isn't
hand was all
something
over
that
that
most
face
guys
mask, though.
look forward to. We know you are not most guys. Taking home the coveted championship belt for your off-season work, it's a big deal to you, the organization. Why?
Training camp is a grind for everybody. It's less of a grind than what it used to be, but you're still putting in hours from 6 in the morning to 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night every single day. So it's going to be wearing on you mentally and physically. But the reality is that not just training camp, but the OTAs, all that stuff is important because this is where we're really building our identity, building who we are, making sure that we've repped every different scenario we can for every single play, so that when the game time comes, you're not getting hit with something you've never seen before.
You played through some pain last season, and yet you never made that the focus.
Every season you're playing through something. I mean, this game has a 100% injury rate. You're going to have something hurt. You're going to have something bothering you. I was fortunate that I had injuries that I could play through last year. And I think that in this league, in this game, you're so handcuffed from a numbers standpoint that anytime you can go out there, fight through things, play through things for the team or for yourself, I mean, that's just another byproduct of being in this league.
Hey, Gus.
Hey, Nikki.
So what's the scoop?
Scoop?
Hey, Nikki.
Who can picture what's the scoop?
Well, I'd say that one's mint for me.
Sweet choice. Just like this.
The newest scratch out from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Yep. Massive money match.
Wow, with top prizes of $300 grand.
You can't top that.
Well, maybe the sprinkles.
Keep on scratching.
So my name is Oh, wow. Whoa. What? The kid, he had they did surgery, but it was like here. Bam. Yeah.
Thanks, Tony.
Yo, Tony, what up, man? You need a minute, man.
You better think he's a pretty penny, huh? Major favorite.
The greatest mountain in the world.
They really want that crown royal. How dare you bring that crown royal to the White House?
He can't believe it. But I won the best of sweepstakes and I get to be in this Geico commercial.
Let's do the eyebrows first. Let's tease it a little.
The squirrels followed me all the way out to California, and there's a very strange badger staring at me.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
I don't know.
Where's the camera?
Mr. Big Shot's got his own trailer.
Ain't as bad as T-Money. T-Money. Oh, T-Money.
Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance.
Halftime here in Jacksonville.
Basically, Saints up
the defense. Feel pretty good about what they did here. As we mentioned during the first half, a very active first half defensively for this team. And they really kind of got after it from a lot of different positions, and that was very much the headline of what the Eagles did well in that first half of play.
Well, it was fun to watch guys like Malcolm Jenkins and Brandon Graham out there flying around making plays, and then the twos came in. Deshaun Hall made a bunch of plays himself.
Looking back at the first half, we thought we were going to see a tremendous amount of Coach Kessler in this game, but that play right there ended that.
Very unfortunate for Kessler. Second week in a row, bad break for the Eagles, but Clayton Paulson, the rookie fifth-round pick out of Northwestern, has come in and really equipped himself very well. Got the blitz pickup from Miles Sanders.
He don't give a fuck with his trolling,
Greg
bro.
Ward did the rest, and then that guy again, Deshaun Hall, just like he did last week.
It is funny
the
sometimes.
Jaguars backfield.
All right, y'all.
So Thorson, who got a lot of early time, dating back to the middle of the first quarter,
to the new channel.
finish this game out and take a look at the first half stats presented by Temple University. 104 passing yards for the Eagles, 63 yards on the ground. They hold the Jags to just 7 yards
Wait, you're not cutting
rushing.
the stream, are you?
Whatever they
No,
get
no,
right now, you want to turn
This
around.
recording
There's
was never
7 penalties.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, you guys
That's the
got to cut the
biggest
stream,
negative
right?
for the Eagles. I'd say the biggest
We got
positive
a whole other
might
second
be
half.
just how
Like,
well they ran the
it's going to be
football
some
in
really
that first
entertaining
half.
shit, I say, with
And
Taylor Lee.
it was a coming out party for the defense. We'll see if they can keep it up in the second
The
half.
best one is yet to come. Just when you
Is
see
Bud
this
Light Orange
fucking
coming
mess,
back this
you'll
summer
see.
and never leaving? And brewed with real orange peels?
By the way, we just hit
The answer
400
is yes.
subscribers.
Yes.
Cheers.
And yes.
Yeah, cheers to you getting 400 subscribers on your second channel. Yeah. Still more subs than you know who and his bitch buttways. Combined.
Isn't always best.
Right? I think Game P has 1,000. Somehow. He got it out.
Where are you?
Buttway's been stuck on
Unless it's
200
a
like
AAA
his whole
Plus
life.
membership.
Been doing YouTube 10 years and only 200 people give a fuck
Guest
about
delivery.
him. He's only
When
since
going
10
big
years?
is best.
10 years?
AAA. Go
I'd
ahead.
say, I don't know how many years. I know he's been doing it longer than I have.
Somos muy diferentes.
Verizon knows every
Muy
one of your families
diferente.
different.
Get butt
There's so
naked.
many of us doing so many different things.
That's why Verizon makes
That's
everyone mix and match different unlimited plans.
This is my office.
And now with more plans, everyone gets what they need without paying for things they don't. New plans start at just
I need a
$35.
new one.
The plan is so reasonable they can stay on
One
for the rest
I
of
took to the game last week.
The network more people rely on is
She was acting funny after she
Bob's
finally got to
Discount
see
Furniture.
It's Bob's discount.
I think she was acting funny
That's what I
at some of
said.
the shit I
Bob's
said.
Discount Furniture.
She couldn't believe some of the shit I said at the game.
On the wrong syllable.
One thing I said, like when referee made a call,
As in
I
get
yelled out,
Bob's discount.
"You are the worst
on
referee
furniture."
ever.
Oh, so by that
You're
logic,
the,
it's
I
Bob's
hate you.
Discount.
I hope somebody's
Bob's
fucking your
Discount
wife."
versus Bob's Discount on pretty much anything for your home.
I'm a whole
You're getting
section
it.
died.
And that's why you're the
Yo,
bro.
section
Thanks.
died.
Separation.
Fucking David's man.
Only at Bob's Discount Furniture.
God, I hate to live
New
there.
for summer.
You love it, hate
Here
Baltimore.
for
I
summer.
hate that I live there.
Arriving this summer.
See, the
It's
crabs
Bud Light
are
Lemon Tea. New for
That,
summer.
the food, not the STD. Oh shit.
As always, Eagles fans traveling well, even into the
Oh shit.
heat and soup that is Jacksonville, Florida at this time of year.
Said the heat.
So beyond the field for the Birds, we start the third quarter.
Why are you breaking that
At
now?
the kickoff. Okay, return across the 20-yard line for Quadri Henderson.
Scott, this is the second week in a row we're showing a Deshaun Hall highlight package. He's just so good with his hands. Watch the hand wipe to get there and get the strip on Minshew. Actually, it was his helmet that knocked the ball out of Minshew's hands. A big play. He does a nice job constantly getting the offensive tackles hands off. Again, uses that right hand wipe to get a sack, and then poses before he had to sprint back to get lined up. I think Jim Schwartz gave the earful for that one.
Thank God.
So Jacksonville starts out for their 22.
Now that he's going, oh shit!
For Henderson to return the kickoff. He's got a first down across the 35-yard line. Sprint right to that near side.
Such a good play to run against young guys. They're all trying to make plays. They're all in the backfield. Look how wide open that was. Reverses, screens, bootlegs. You got a lot of young, hungry guys out there trying to make plays in the backfield. That time, Paul was able to make an open field tackle. He missed one earlier.
Well, first down to the 35-yard line. Play action. She's got all day to throw it. Keeping the tackle, and another first down. Devontae Mays coming out of the backfield for a 14-yard pickup.
Oh, Scandrick is in there.
Got to make that play if you're Orlando Scandrick. Watch the veteran come up on Mays.
Who's that?
Ducks his head and just kind of dives.
Who's that got jumped over?
Get it done.
Scandrick.
Please get cut. Cut him. Yes, thank you. Now we have a reason to cut him. Now we have a reason to cut him.
Of a preseason.
Yes.
I want him to just because he plays the Cowboys.
You said so himself.
What's coming? This time they should have done it.
He said so himself. He's a Dallas Cowboy for life. He loves the Cowboys. He love playing for them.
You know, Miller's made some plays these first two preseason games. They're going to run away from him. He'll come right down the line and get in the mix as well.
Is this working?
Had a couple tackles for loss.
It's Cowboys Nation!
I don't know that
pussy ass bitch!
Would be expecting Miller to contribute a whole lot this year as a rookie.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Oh wait, you did one.
That's a big
Billy guy.
Why do you make that favorite Cowboys scream? Pussy ass bitch!
Second down. Nothing there at all. Devontae Mays.
Yes, Cowboy Nation! See you next to this bitch! See you next to this bitch! We them boys! Hey JP, you suck a dick!
Talking with linebacker.
Yeah, I know!
Singleton's an
Yeah, but you're still a faggot! Shut up! You're still a faggot! Yeah! Eat a dick! Yeah! I know I'm drunk!
Oh man, that was good.
It's a good
wow.
Third down, big blitz coming, nothing you can do.
Damn it.
TJ Edwards was right on top of Minshew that dumped the ball off, but it's going to bring the punting unit out.
Only TTC people are going to understand that. That's our
only
TTC
people are going to understand.
That's our buddy Mike Mosh. Look him up. Look him up. South of Heaven 88.
Look up South of Heaven 88, man. That's my boy Mike Mosh. Yup.
Backed up his own 10-yard line.
Oh man, Darn's gonna delete this video now. Darn's gonna delete this live stream now.
Spike up the first down, starting Jackson opening drive.
I got a screen record there. That's what I'm saying. That's what you say?
Yeah, don't ever delete that shit.
Now I want to go watch it. That drives coaches bonkers.
That drives coaches bonkers.
Late game. Offense.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Still fourth down.
Doug Marone, the head coach of the Jaguars.
So now the guy that was supposed to be out there, Scott, that wasn't, that's going to be a painful 24 hours for him. Because he knows what's coming. It was number 34, Thomas Rawls, the left side of your screen, that came out late. And Rawls has been in long enough. He is dreading that special teams meeting tomorrow.
It's a Jacksonville team, but a couple of years ago, they were a couple of plays away from potentially playing in the Super Bowl.
They were one play away, and we got fucked up.
Last year with just a 5-win season. The spinning punt. Gonna let it roll. And it'll be another inside the 20. Marked at the 15-yard line. 23-yard punt after the defense holds again to begin the second half.
Swanson Haskins look like a beast.
Come see what's happening at your local Acme. Better summer prices, superior service, and great quality products. Cleaner, friendlier, fresher, with fresher meat and seafood, and fresher produce, including organic. And our butchers and our USDA choice Lancaster beef in store every day. So stop in, shop, and see for yourself why Acme is just better. Shop on game day and save 5% at Acme when wearing your Eagles apparel.
New for summer. Here for summer. Arriving this summer. It's Bud Light Lemon Tea. New for summer. New for summer.
Oh, they're actually doing a video right now. Oh, they are? Yeah, they're in this one. Gamblers in there. Meat and sandwich, T-Phony, Uptown, and Iraq Step Gambler.
The life of a Philly sports fan is a wild ride. Some years we triumph, some years we trust. What never changes year after year is how we get to the game. Shoulder to shoulder with our fellow fans on SEPTA. Get your ride started at iSEPTAPhilly.com.
Every day what I'm going to do, Fire, is I'm going to change this guy's alignment up so that he has to identify with the defensive end. Move! Move! Because that's his kryptonite right now. He needs somebody to give him some action. That's it. Oh, yeah! Great job, Isaac. Really good, Kelsey. Get up and get your rep.
Oh, yes!
These are parts of gold for you young players because you're not always going to get these, just so you know. Just so you know, you're not always going to get them, so do them correctly.
A lot of instruction going on at camp. Jeff Stoutland, the offensive line coach. It's even going to get turned up a notch next week when the Ravens come in early.
Yeah, those will be some physical joint practices Monday and Tuesday. Stoutland has done a terrific job with this offensive line. It's arguably the best O-line in the league. And even the job he's done with Andre Dillard already has been impressive. First round pick left tackle. They're still staying ready in case he needs to go back in there.
I love that he's
first down for the 15. Bubble screen. And Ward ends up getting it out near the 20. So we mentioned that the Ravens come in for the game next week, but the joint practice schedule between the two teams Monday and Tuesday, preceding the game on Thursday. And Doug Peterson talked about the ability to get a lot of work against a different look than going up against your same defense every single day. Get a controlled set.
They got somebody else.
Second down, not much.
So I'm telling you,
There are two
we
things
win
that
this
really
game
want
right now.
to
Cody
coach
Kessler
practices.
I don't even care about that.
Number one, the coaches have whistles.
Why is he on his face like that?
So they can blow the whistle and make sure nobody gets hurt as much as possible. They can control the physicality. And then number two, they can put their teams in the exact situations they want to be in. They'll talk with Coach Harbaugh and Coach Schwartz will be involved, and they'll specifically script it.
Coach Harbaugh,
so
y'all
that
got
their
Jim Harbaugh
situations. You can't do that. You can't control that.
John Harbaugh back?
Third down and 5. Thorson goes out.
Oh my God.
Down more. Here comes Adams.
Josh Adams?
First down.
Oh, yeah, he's been starting.
Drop him at the 39-yard line, but that's going to move the sticks.
Adams not really known for his hands or being a route runner, but does a nice job there. It was a clear out route, slants all across the board. Gets a good block from Greg Ward downfield. Picks up extra yardage. Good to see Josh Adams bounce back after that fumble a week ago.
That's a win you got.
There you go. CP South.
All kinds of movement before the snap of the football, and you're going to get a false start.
Adams is he's like
Ball started,
borderline,
number 68.
more likely backup like second.
Still
I'll say
first
second,
down.
but you know.
It's on Jordan Mailata.
And you know what might have happened there, Scott? Jordan was on the left side. They went with an unbalanced offensive line. So Jordan's right there. They have 3 offensive linemen to the left side of the center. And he went at the same time as the left guard. Opeta. That's unbalanced offensive line. Interesting for the Eagles to show an unbalanced line here in the second half of the second preseason.
Dorsey, quick throw. And a catch made by Will Tye.
Oh, I forgot we got
Tye,
He's got to have the
Eagles
short
practice
statement.
squad.
Will Tye.
In week 11 last year, he's played 32 games in the NFL.
He's from the
He started several games for the Giants a few years ago.
He was on the old rookie team in 2015.
I mean, that's what the Eagles do, though. Charles Johnson, Will Tye, even their guys that are 56 on the depth chart.
Oh, man.
Everybody moved, the football did not.
everybody moved, but the football did not.
I don't think that's on Matt Pryor.
And Matt Pryor doesn't think so either.
He's like, you got to be kidding me. But they can't call it on the center for not snapping the ball. That's one where they should have said, false start on everybody other than the center. Now I feel bad for Matt Pryor. I'll give Pryor credit for this. He mainly had been playing right guard in training camp, but because they wanted their best 5 guys, they moved him to left guard for these preseason games. Now he's bumping out to left tackle.
Dorsey, timing throw to the outside.
Giving him that much
Across the 40-yard line to Braxton Miller. Near the 41.
What are you, a quarterback?
Always interesting.
What are you, a quarterback in college?
Yeah. Out here in this situation.
Thought that name sounded familiar.
An absolute star for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Big Ten Player of the Year as a quarterback.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And now he's really
quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Trying to keep his professional career going.
88 total touchdowns in his Ohio State career. The Buckeyes record. Third down, they got to get to the 49. Mason throws it out there.
Oh!
How about that?
Oh my goodness.
How about that? Went over the top of 3 different players. Caught it. Was he out of bounds and then back in? Did he establish?
I thought he was throwing it to Ward.
Oh, he's out. Wait, is that his feet?
Catches it instead. Look at that.
Oh, that's a catch.
Complete.
Wow.
4th down.
Pass is incomplete.
Wait, how is that incomplete?
Catch to me.
You know why?
How is that? No, challenge.
It is a catch.
Challenge.
Wait a
And the
minute.
red flag comes out very, very quickly.
That's a challenge.
Akadosi looking like former Eagle Chris Carter there.
Oh, come on, dude. Chris Carter was there for a cup of
The
coffee.
move of Chris Carter.
Says a cup of coffee.
Philadelphia.
That's right. There you go,
Ruling on the field.
Wait, did he go out of bounds first and then come back in?
No, he caught it. Both his foot was right there.
No, but I'm saying, no. I see that, but
Are
I'm
you
saying
ready to
before
take your
play.
Wi-Fi to the next level?
Oh, did he go out
Then
of
you
bounds?
need Xfinity.
Yeah, did he go out of bounds
A
and then
powerful
come
way to
back
stay
in?
connected.
No.
I think that's what they were saying.
It gives you super fast speeds for all your devices. Wi-Fi coverage that leaves no room behind, and lets you control your network with the Xfi app. It's the ultimate Wi-Fi experience. Xfinity, proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Managing my type 2 diabetes wasn't my top priority until I held her. I found my Tresiba reason. Now I'm doing more to lower my A1C. Once daily Tresiba controls blood sugar for 24 hours for powerful A1C reduction. Tresiba is a long-acting insulin used to control high blood sugar in adults with diabetes. Don't use Tresiba to treat diabetic ketoacidosis during episodes of low blood sugar or if you are allergic to any of its ingredients. Don't share needles, syringes, or insulin pens. Don't reuse needles or syringes. The most common side effect is low blood sugar, which may cause dizziness, sweating, confusion, and headache. Check your blood sugar. Low blood sugar can be serious and may be life-threatening. Injection site reactions may occur. Tell your prescriber about all medicines you take and all your medical conditions. Taking TZDs with insulins like Tresiba may cause serious side effects like heart failure. Your insulin dose shouldn't be changed without asking your prescriber. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing, fast heartbeat, extreme drowsiness, swelling of your face, tongue, or throat, dizziness, or confusion. I found my Tresiba reason. Find yours. Ask your diabetes care specialist about Tresiba.
If I could give an athlete one piece of advice, it'd be to find someone committed to taking you down.
And then we had to feel like all day long. All night long. We had to feel like all day long.
Because that rival that wants to take you down is going to make you raise your game even higher.
Tonight's Tonight's official reviews are driven by AAA. Carl Magadosi with his 6'6" frame. Both toes down, full control of the football. Didn't lose control of the football. That big hand of his as he went out of bounds. I don't see how that's anything but a catch.
You said it with the big hand. Wow. I don't know what they're still looking at.
They're figuring out where the football goes as they run it back one more time.
That's a good point. Usually, and I think a lot of the viewers know this, but the longer the replay takes,
if you went
the
out
more
of
likely
bounds
they're
prior
changing
to that,
things and
yeah.
overturning it.
So yeah, he goes out of bounds just inside the 45-yard line, maybe right at the 45.
After reviewing the play, it is a catch at the 45-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 8:23. It'll be first down. Clock will start on the whistle, and Philadelphia is not charged with a timeout.
No challenge. Doug Peterson turns out to be a good one.
I've got a challenge for you, Scott.
Uh-oh.
Was that a terrific pass by Thorson or a terrible pass to Ward?
I don't know that anybody is ever going to know, but if you saw the replay, you were looking at it a little bit during the timeout. Jalen Ramsey on the sideline looked over. He was about to celebrate a hold, and his eyebrows popped up like, where did that guy come from?
I'm going to tell you, Thorson's going to tell everybody that was a great throw to
Thorson
Agudosi.
had better tell everybody that. Yeah.
I don't blame him.
I think Thorson's 13 to 21, but 5 for 5 on this drive.
Yeah.
Scott, he has not looked good in training camp, and he looked awful last week.
God damn!
So happy for that young
Yeah, thanks a lot.
As a rookie, get a chance to play very well tonight in this opportunity.
They shit all over that man.
Set the reverse, and Ward's going to throw it.
Oh my God!
And he throws it in the cover.
God damn it! Hold on to it!
Agadosi playing defensive back to spoil a possible interception.
Good job by Agudosi playing defensive back, and good job by
At least you're a defensive back, though, so there's an excuse for it to be right in your hands and you not catch it.
Tay Hayes.
That guy's been good, actually. He had an interception against the Gavins last week.
The volleyball spike at the end. He looks like he could have been an excellent volleyball player.
Now let's think about this. 6'6" against 5'9". Pretty good chance Agudosi is going to be able to get and high point that over and maybe be able to knock it away like he did.
Thorson just changed the play here again.
Blitz coming, goes right over the top.
Good
of
hit.
that area to tie. That's a good play for short yardage. The 42.
I just like some of the mechanics right now with Thorson. Changing the play, getting the ball out of his hands quickly, knowing where he wants to go with it. He looks very comfortable.
What does
Talking with offensive coordinator Mike Rowe yesterday, he said he just was impressed by Thorson's body of work. Look at that. Started 4 years Northwestern, came back the very next season from a torn ACL, led them to a Big Ten West championship last year.
Third down is what he's trying to convert.
Field.
Hold on to him. And he's going to be probably about 3 yards shy of it at the 38.
No Agudosi.
Does he go for it outside? No hesitation here from Peterson.
I would have a slightest clue.
No, and why would you? You're halfway through the third quarter of this game. You've got a young quarterback who's trying to get as many reps against live action as possible. Why not?
And you wonder how many plays they even had in the game plan for Thorson. Bro told us it was a pared down game plan for him. They wanted him to be comfortable.
We just waiting for somebody to break out.
Adams in the backfield. Fourth down. Thorson throwing wide.
Oh my God.
In the red zone. And
How the fuck do you let that happen?
26 yards on the play. And Eagles first down, and Thorson is feeling it right now.
There's a lot of third stringers in there on the offensive line, and they just stoned the Jags front. I mean, 4 guys rushing, but Thorson had as much time as he wanted, stepped into the throw. Ty makes yet another catch. Good looking Eagles drive.
There's Adams. Looking for his blocks, gets it down inside the 10.
They're just backups.
Giles Harris, a rookie out of Duke, makes the tackle. This is a good Eagles drive. Their second fourth down conversion of the night as well.
Nice little hesitation there by Adams. A little bit like Le'Veon Bell with that patience in the backfield. See if the Eagles can finish this drive and get in the end zone. Akadosi's manned up down here at the bottom of the screen.
Dorsey's looking that way. Walks it up on top. Agudosi can't cover. Cover to the corner of the end zone. And a defensive play by Josh Robinson to tap it away.
Oh, man. I didn't know what to expect. We done game on the fucking fourth down and shit.
I'm guessing that ball has to be thrown higher toward the back corner of the end zone, or Agudosi has to get better position.
Robinson's right arm grabbing the jersey.
Oh, wow.
That looks like hindered movement right there. You almost wonder if Doug Peterson would throw the challenge flag there. Test out the new rule. Would that be enough to be clear and obvious to overturn it? Here comes Doug. Here he comes. He threw it. They didn't see it.
He threw it.
Nice stuff by Doug Peterson here.
Okay, so is it going to be enough to be clear and obvious? This is the time we're going to find this stuff out.
Oh, shit.
Because that's what it has to be.
Right, and whether they
I didn't see that
overturn it or not, this is a good move by Doug Peterson.
He's got a handful of the jersey right there. So we're going to find out about the new rule and whether it benefits the Eagles when we come back.
At Bob's Discount Furniture.
It's Bob's Discount Furniture.
That's what I said. Bob's Discount Furniture.
You're putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable. It's Bob's Discount Furniture, as in get Bob's discount on furniture.
Oh, so by that logic, it's Bob's Discount on sofas, Bob's Discount on mattresses, Bob's Discount on pretty much anything for your home.
Now you're getting it.
And that's why you're the brains and I'm the face of this operation.
Get Bob's Discount!
Only at Bob's Discount Furniture.
This is brand.
This is the fact that you are all,
supposed to be a younger version
and we are all beacons of light. Light warriors. Don't allow anything or anyone to ever squelch it, diminish it, or try to push it in some corner. It's too big. You are too big and too grand. Can anybody hear me?
Last year, Belfour did 114,000 different jobs around the world. We've been to floods, fires, tornado sites, earthquakes, where people have lost everything. Yes, your homes can be rebuilt, and yes, your businesses will be rebuilt. But most importantly, your lives will be rebuilt. There's nothing that we cannot fix, and we believe that. To me, that's Belfour. At Belfour, we're restoring more than property.
Tonight's official reviews driven by AAA. So, is it pass interference?
Well, here's the standard, Scott. It has to be clear and obvious visual evidence that the wide receiver was significantly hindered. And I'll tell you this much. I know from talking with some of the Eagles coaches, if it was close, they were going to throw the flag because they wanted to go through the mechanics of this.
After reviewing the play, there was defensive pass interference that occurred in the end zone. It'll be first and goal for Philadelphia at the 1 yard line.
Oh my fucking! Just scored a fucking touchdown.
Philadelphia is not charged with a timeout. And because this was their second successful challenge, they are eligible for one additional challenge in the game.
Oh, I like that. I
Two
like
challenges
that
successful on this drive.
Which, by the way, if
I
they
like
keep
that
getting
rule.
challenges right, they should keep getting more. The fact that they only get 3 total, I mean, what if they have, it's 5 minutes left in the third quarter. What if Doug challenges another one?
So what if somebody challenges 6 times in a game? You want them to have 7 going in the fourth quarter? Is that what you're saying?
If the refs keep screwing up and the head coach keeps correcting it and getting right,
It's madness.
then
It's
yes,
anarchy.
I do.
No, you're calling for anarchy.
Keep getting them right, keep getting the challenges.
Anarchy. First and goal from the 1-yard line after the pass interference call. And here's Adams trying to dive in. Second effort running gets him a touchdown.
They got it.
Josh Adams finding the end zone at the end of a very impressive drive from the Eagles, including a couple of challenges.
All right, calm down.
Plays, gets him into the end zone here with under 5.5 left in the third.
All right. Go ahead and say it.
It really was, Scott. All the way down the field.
Super Bowl!
Looks like it's inside
You gotta
zone
say that
right.
shit every time you
Adams
score.
cuts it back right behind Ellis, the Delaware native, and the Pennsylvania native.
I drove through Delaware.
Josh Adams gets in the end zone.
Was that 215?
Yeah, I think so. He's repping the area code.
Oh, there it is.
I love that.
Oh, they got it. All right. Missed.
As the light rain gets a little bit heavier here. An 11-point lead now.
This was really the key play. That fourth down conversion when Thorson had all kinds of time to throw the ball to Will Tye, and then here was the pass interference.
Bullshit.
Pretty clearly, he was grabbing the jersey.
Of course, sure.
I guess my issue, Scott, is you see the touchdown here. We can talk about it more, but isn't significantly hinder pretty subjective?
Yes.
I mean, he clearly grabbed the jersey. I don't know, was that significantly hinder or was that just hinder?
Drive summary, 12 plays, 85 yards, better than 6.5. Thorson 8 for 8 on the drive. Drive summary brought to you by Geico, saving people money on car insurance for over 75 years. I'll tell you what, I listened to the officials talk about it this week in a seminar, and that call right there is going to be, it's going to be so hard, A, to make, and B, one of the things everybody's not thinking about is it's going to open another can of worms, because once the officials go to New York to take a look at that, they can look at everything. It could be a different penalty to come
take it
out
out?
from the hood with.
Did he say Goodway?
Right now, your artwork can be featured in Game Day Magazine during Eagles Fantennial Celebration. Visit PhiladelphiaEagles.com/NFL100.
Eagles everywhere, baby. I think there's more Eagles fans than Jags fans here right now.
There's no doubt about it.
It's so impressive.
No, but I did see a lot of Eagles fans when I was in Jacksonville.
I don't really remember it being like that in the 80s and 90s when I was a fan. I feel like the last 3 or 4 years, the Eagles fans have stepped it up even more in terms of traveling to away games.
That's true.
Yeah, Florida eventually going to play the whole game.
First down. Well set up and also well read. Edwards stayed right with the play to make the tackle out in the open field.
And here's the thing, Scott. The knock on TJ Edwards is that he supposedly doesn't run very well. That's why he wasn't drafted. Look at him right there. He's going to be able to read this. Watch how quickly he changes direction and then gets flat down the line.
At this point, I don't know.
He had a terrible 40 time at the combine. I don't care at all.
For us, it's time to bring in Kaepernick.
The game is about 5 and 10 yard bursts. Who cares about his 40 time? What a mistake that 32 teams didn't draft him. Good job by the Eagles to get him.
It's going to want a lot of money.
It looked like it bounced and it did. Boyd trying to sit and play it off the turf.
Third down.
That brings up third down. Yep.
That was a good way to play it off, though. Oh, it's raining.
It's funny, from an Eagles perspective, they probably would have rather that he caught it there and given Scandrick another opportunity to make an open field tackle. And this is really about evaluating the guys that are out there and seeing if they can cement a role on this roster. That would have been an opportunity for Scandrick to try to make amends for that missed tackle earlier.
So on third down, that throws going to be good for first down yardage after the 30. C.K. Boyd's had a good game. Baltimore, Cleveland, and Tennessee practice squads out of UT Chattanooga.
In his career, once again, Josh Hawkins showing him a lot of respect, playing way off him. But C.J. Board's career, even Hawkins' career, bouncing around 3 teams. That's more the norm than the guys like Zach Ertz. There's a lot more guys like C.J. Board and Josh Hawkins than there are guys like Cox and Ertz.
Okay. The first down from the 30. They set it up near side, and Thomas Rawls running with authority as he came to the sideline on the first down for Jacksonville. Let's take it back down to Dave.
Thanks very much, Scott. I'm here with Jordan Howard, Eagles running back. Jordan, how is it coming along for you in this Eagles offense? Things really clicking tonight.
Yeah, it's coming along well. Just getting out there, get more comfortable. Last week, first time I really tackled because we don't really do much tackling in preseason. So I'm trying to get out there and then just build on last week today.
It's clear that you and Miles have a little something going, a little thunder and lightning, if you will. How do you feel you'll play off each other?
I feel like we'll play off each other very well. We can do different things and just get the defense different looks. And when one gets tired, the other can come in fresh, and the defense will still be tired.
Welcome to Philadelphia.
Thank you.
Jordan Howard, Scott, back to you.
4 carries for 15 yards tonight for Howard in his limited role. Just enough to kind of get the engine going. But that is an interesting combination of running backs with two very distinctly different styles. It's going to be fun to watch. And, you know, in talking to Mike Groh yesterday, even talking to Doug Peterson so far in the preseason, the idea of what this offense is and can become, that's something they're working on in practice every day. You're not seeing a lot of it here. It's a very kind of vanilla game plan for every team in preseason games. But they have an idea of what this offense can be.
Ball start, number 66, offense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
It's Ben Aguilera, the old Villanova Wildcat, called for the false start.
Not the reason why you want to get a shout out on the Eagles broadcast, but nice to see a Villanova alum out there. Mark Ferrante doing a heck of a job with that program, as always.
And there have been false starts tonight. That's the first one for Jacksonville. And Rawls,
that should be a face, man.
He got spun around.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing it had nothing to do with his face mask because there's no flag on the play.
That was a physical run by Thomas Rawls. L.J. Fort took on the block.
Oh, no, he did put his head down.
Was able to slow down Rawls.
Oh, no, that wasn't a
by
face
the shoulder pad. Spun around, and Singleton finishes him off. That is physical football right there. Just a downhill gap scheme run.
He did something pretty good.
Offensive lineman on the right side blocking down.
Jump.
Minshew takes a look over to the sideline. He's going to step back into the shotgun now. With just about every white jersey in the box. Now a little bit of a scramble. We'll see what they're going to do. Minshew throwing. Got it there.
Oh!
The receiver couldn't hang
We
on.
got to make the shit more complicated than what it
play
is.
by Hawkins.
Just fucking run.
Very well done by him. I've been critical of him playing off coverage a little bit too much. This time, watch him finish the play. Left arm in
No
there.
half of these motherfuckers
Your
can't
arm,
catch.
You rake it through. That's a big time play by him. And he needed one.
Corey Emlin, the defensive backs coach.
Someone said D.E. brought Lane
We were
Johnson
together
to
in
the street.
Cleveland back in 2006.
The running Lane Johnson.
The
All look
Patriots
like
traded me to the
Lane
Browns.
Johnson or Taven Bryan, Joe.
That was not a pleasant experience. Corey probably does not talk about that season very much. Probably not.
Got it.
Now that's,
you got it?
I don't think he got the first down.
I don't think he got it.
Nope.
Yeah, you did.
I think they stuffed him
He
with
moved
the
the ball
quarterback
forward.
sneak.
Oh!
He's inside and he kicked outside.
Oh, it's short of the line of game. Goes over on down.
He tries to keep bouncing it outside.
Oh, yeah.
And DeAndre Hall's there.
Oh, he's down.
Definitively short of the line to gain by half a yard as the defense holds again.
Wow.
It's the
This
Honda
makes
Summer
shit more
Spectacular
difficult
event,
than what it
which
has to be.
means
Just run the
more of
fucking...
this. The kind of elation you can only experience after getting a great deal on a Honda Civic or Civic hatchback. Or an Accord.
I swear, I hope our
all come
starters are
standard
right.
with the Honda Sensing suite of safety and driver assisted features. And as you can see, all will provide you with plenty of joy. Come be a part of it today.
Get a great deal on the Honda Accord and find your happy place at the Honda Summer Spectacular event.
I have to tell you something incredible. Capital One has partnered with Hotels.com to give venture cardholders 10 miles on every dollar they spend at thousands of hotels.
On the top.
All you have to do is pay with this
No,
at Hotels.com/venture.
10 miles per dollar? That is incredible. Woo! I have the chills.
Because you're so excited.
Because ice is cold. And because of all those miles.
Obviously. What's in your wallet?
Toyota's national clearance event is on. It's time to save on the last of the 2019. Congratulations. Congrats.
Like, where the hell did he just come from?
Everything's all sealed.
Finance back on the new 2019 RAV4. Or $2,000 customer cash on a new 2019 Highlander. To find your nearest Tri-State Toyota dealer, visit buyatoyota.com.
How long should we do this?
Well, the event doesn't end until September 6th.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Are you a caregiver looking for an opportunity?
Oh, he on the wall again,
Home
dude.
care offers higher pay and benefits to caregivers.
For everybody wondering, he's trying to kill them
Join
all.
our family today.
Car dealerships aren't always the best places to work, but Glassdoor says at CarSense, we are. And if you think we treat the people who work here well, try showing up as a customer. CarSense, it's car sensational.
Eagles Kids Club is the perfect gift for the young Eagles fan in your life. Members receive an awesome welcome kit, access to exclusive events, and much more for just $20. Join now at PhiladelphiaEagles.com/kidsclub.
Are you trying to shock him?
I'll tell you what.
Shock him to death.
First Eagles game.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you, any kid
That's
who's
cool,
sitting
isn't
out
it?
there right now in this light rain
Look at this.
that is going on.
That's so cool.
Number 2, they deserve camera
What is
time.
that? Shock him to death.
I said it last week. I'll say
That's
it
what you
again.
call a
Preseason
death
games are a
penalty.
great time to be able to bring
Electric
the whole
chair.
family.
He's dead.
Play action fake for Thorson. He's got time. Trying to get it deep downfield and to throw it away as the rush was coming. You've got a late flag coming in after the hit from Lyndon Johnson.
But,
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 92. Defense.
how's it roughing the passer when he's getting pushed into him?
First down.
And that is for driving him into the ground. When you go to the ground, it's incumbent upon the defender to not put all of his body
Why don't you
weight
challenge that
on the
shit?
quarterback when they go down. You got to find a way to tackle him in a manner, or at least hit him in a manner, that most of your body weight goes to the side. In the preseason video, they show these guys a lot of examples of how they want them to do it. Not like that.
Especially not 3 steps in front of the referee. Gain on first down. That's 18 combined penalties for these two teams, and yet the fans still enjoying every second of it.
I mean, look at these people. I love them. I love all of them. It's raining here. It's almost the fourth quarter of a preseason game, and they're all about it. You know why? Because it's the Eagles, and they're in town.
On second down from the 35, Thorson, quick throw. Yossi was in the middle of all kinds of traffic, clothed in teal. So it will be third down now. 45 career games at Rutgers for Carlton Agudosi. There's 35 catches in those 45 games. He's a physical specimen. Worth a look. Adams on third down. Trying to move the pile forward. Got himself a couple.
Now, does Peterson go for this one again, or does he want to give Jake Elliott a chance to try to kick a 51-yarder here?
The good news is he's not going to have to make the decision until the fourth quarter. Or is he?
Looks like those guys are staying in the huddle.
Elliott would love to take a crack at it. He was hitting with ease from 55 yards pregame.
Damn, they're already down that far.
But it will be a fourth quarter decision one way or another. We've reached the end of 3 here in Jacksonville and a light rain. And Doug Peterson's team is on top by 11.
Meet the Wawa Hoagies. Every hoagie is made for you with delicious ingredients on a freshly baked Amoroso roll. Try one today,
Greater than
like a
Pats.
toasty cheesesteak, a
Greater than
mouth-watering
Pats.
meatball, or an Italian hoagie. Everyone made just how you like it. So now that you've been
Did it show the
introduced,
one with the cheese
stop by and get a
Yeah,
fresh,
there somewhere.
delicious hoagie today. Gotta have a Wawa. Wawa is the official hoagie of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Is Bud Light Orange coming back this summer and never leaving? And brewed with real orange peels? The answer is yes. Yes. And yes.
Honey, look what we got!
Going big isn't always best.
Who's our little puppy? Sweetheart. Daddy got you a new. Sweetheart. Where's the bed? Where are you? Sit down on the bed!
Unless it's a AAA Plus membership. Get 100 towing miles and free emergency gas delivery. When going big is best. AAA. Go ahead.
Good morning, Molly.
You can't believe it. That I won the best of sweepstakes and I get to be in this Geico commercial?
Let's do the eyebrows first. Just tease it a little. Slather it all over. Go no back.
Well, the squirrels followed me all the way out to California, and there's a very strange badger staring at me.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Where's the camel?
Mr. Big Shot's got his own trailer.
Roll out, rush in, drop back, keep standing on.
Believe it. Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance.
Thank you for all the great photos. Continue using the hashtag Eagles everywhere to be featured on a future broadcast. Great seeing folks check in all night long and be a part of what we're doing here via social media. Reno, Nevada. Oakhurst, New Jersey. The Republic of Ireland. And room 417.
Wow. Prayers up for that guy.
Yep. 52-yard field goal attempt to begin the fourth quarter. Told you he was hitting with ease from 55 pregame, and that 52-yard
those with
really
ease,
good for
but
LA.
PATs is like Frenchy as hell.
Man, that would have been good from 60, maybe even 65. Watch this.
Leg strength, not a problem.
Watch how high it still is when it goes between the pipes.
It is 60 with ease.
I said
the
fucking
points.
it's raining.
14-point lead now as the fourth quarter gets underway.
And think about it this way, Scott. The Eagles' third string quarterback got hurt on the first drive, so they've had to play the whole rest of the game with their fourth string quarterback, and they're winning 17-3 on the road.
In person, though.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I remember the story.
Oh, yeah.
As your drive summary, 4 plays, 16 yards, a 52-yard field goal. Your drive summary brought to you by Geico, saving people money on car insurance for over 75 years.
Yeah, how about that?
That young man is going to sleep a lot better tonight.
Such a good feeling. As opposed to last week when he probably didn't sleep at all that night.
Gotta be. Back on the other way, good special teams coverage.
This guy needs to not return kicks anymore.
13-yard return. Get ready for the 2019 season with the latest Eagles gear available now at Eagles Pro Shop locations at Lincoln Financial Field, at Route 70 in Cherry Hill, and the shops at Rockville and Lancaster. Plenty of gear to be had.
Hello. Shoot him,
Perhaps something from the rain slicker category wouldn't be a bad idea.
It is nobody Eagles fans though.
It's Florida. It's August.
Oh my God, Tanner Lee's not playing.
Comes into the ball game for Jacksonville.
The other guy, Alex,
pass complete to a rookie, Michael Walker.
It's our first look, too, that I've seen in the game, Scott, of Eli Harold.
The great McGee.
Fifth-year defensive end from University of Virginia. Eagles traded Ryan Bates, the offensive lineman, to Buffalo for Harold this week. Harold's got some experience, 9 sacks in the NFL. Played a lot of 3-4 outside linebacker. They're giving him a chance to put his hand in the dirt here and show what he can do.
Played for San Francisco and Detroit. Not obviously make it to a regular season game with the Bills before they traded him away. The far side with the run, and not a lot there for Devontae Mays. But wasn't it for a first down. Kevin Wilkins, rookie out of Rutgers, making the tackle.
Kevin Wilkins, just an unbelievable story. You'll see him fend off the tackle, get down the line, make the play. He's a young man that was taken from his mom, who was suffering from a drug addiction when he was 6 years old. 14 foster and group homes, Scott. And here he is in the NFL getting a chance to try to make a roster or practice squad. What some of these guys overcome to get here is unfathomable.
That's an astounding story. Go to the near side, and room for Broderick Henderson. There was a little bit of contact, some hand fighting. Fans of the Jacksonville bench asking for a challenge flag.
This is Sojourn Selton. They just got him earlier this week.
Push there, holding hand. Come on, bro.
Welcome to the NFL. That's part of the NFL. Sometimes you sign a guy.
Challenge
Tuesday,
that
Monday,
shit.
They're playing in the next preseason game. They signed him for a reason. They needed a body at corner.
God, Doug Maroon, do something.
We'll get some early action. Down to the University of Wisconsin. Second down now from the 30. Oh my! Oh! That is just about every defensive lineman's dream right there. And that's a guy who's also just on the roster just 2 days ago, a familiar name from the past, Aziz Shittu.
There are two guys
His name is
both got signed this week. That's a mental mistake either by the left guard or the left tackle. And Scott, this is why if you're a guy that makes mental mistakes, there's no place in the NFL for you. I don't know if it was a left guard or left tackle, but it was one of them.
But
and if you make a mental mistake, your quarterback gets smoked in the back. It's usually a strip sack, and you usually lose that game as a result.
One-handed catch of the snap, a spin.
Oh, look at Magoo!
And the run to the near side.
Look at Magoo! Run!
First down. And his teammates kept him from crashing into the Gatorade.
Mr. Magoo making a play. Oh my God!
Andy White.
Oh, we got some payment from this guy. Watch this. Not a bad rush by the Eagles. Shittu almost made the play right there. But Mr. Magoo.
Not bad play. Mr. Magoo.
Mr. Magoo.
Damn, look at that stiff arm.
Spin.
Motherfucker got stiff
Trying
arm
to
by
extend the
Magoo.
ball to make sure he got the first down. His own teammate took it for him and kept him
Mr. Magoo
falling. Those who remember the voice of Mr. Magoo, Jim Backus. There's also Thursday down the third, of course.
Well, his last name is Magoo. His first name is Alex.
I have no idea.
They just call him Mr.
They're calling him Mr.
I didn't
Magoo.
know if it was from a song or a TV show.
Cartoon.
I just knew
It does sound like a cartoon show.
It probably was.
It was a cartoon?
Yeah.
This before we were
But isn't
alive,
that
I'm
weird?
sure.
I never watched that cartoon
You're what,
in my life.
28?
Not blind. He couldn't see because he had thick glasses, and that was part of the big running joke. Yeah.
Running joke, get it? Magoo just ran, running.
Moving on. Second down.
Where did they come up with this shit? Look at
Flag
that.
on the play. Looks like you might get a hold coming as Devontae Mays is dropped for a loss.
Holding, number 72. Offense, 10-yard penalty, still second down. Correction. Philadelphia has elected to decline the penalty. It'll be third down, 3rd and 10.
Speaking of moving on,
Look at Philip Daniels to the left there, Coach Peterson. Philip was a teammate of mine with the Washington Redskins in 2007. He looks like he could still play.
Right? Holy
I mean,
shit.
look at that
Look
guy.
at that linebacker.
And by the way, with the way Josh Sweat, Deshaun Hall
Defensive line.
are playing, He deserves a lot of credit for helping develop those two young men.
Defensive line right now going to try to get more pressure here, and they do on third down.
Oh, he is fast.
This needs to be our backup quarterback.
Throws it downfield. Look at this.
Oh!
God, if only these motherfuckers catch!
You know what?
God
damn! Catch that ball.
He's got an arm.
That looks like an Aaron Rodgers throw.
That does look like an Aaron Rodgers. No, oh,
God, if only these motherfuckers could catch.
Watch this throw.
You gotta reward your quarterback with an effort like that.
He is fast.
This is like 45 yards without really being able to step into it.
Used a screen by Walt Anderson.
Right in your chest.
Well, he's nothing if not entertaining in the middle of the rain in the fourth quarter.
It really is.
God.
I like this guy.
He was going to get the football back.
I like him.
I see if they can take on a lot of time in this game.
I mean,
if we're not going to sign anybody else, he needs to be back.
I mean, you can always give him to us.
43 yards on the punt.
You can have Tanner Lee.
Eagles defense has been restoring tonight as they've held
I'm
Jacksonville.
so happy he's not playing.
I
hope we don't see him in the whole game. Fucking piece of shit. Like, there's no way to describe how sickening he is to watch. His name in this fucking chat is Lardy B. Yeah, random. His name in the chat is Lardy B. Tekken is the queen of all faggots. You can tell who named everybody. This is the queen of all faggots.
At Bob's Discount Furniture.
It's Bob's Discount Furniture.
That's what I said. Bob's Discount Furniture.
You're putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable. It's Bob's Discount Furniture, as in get Bob's discount on furniture.
Oh, so by that logic, it's Bob's Discount on sofas, Bob's Discount on mattresses, Bob's Discount on pretty much anything for your home.
Now you're getting it.
Bob's Discount. You're the brains and the face of this operation.
Get Bob's Discount!
Only at Bob's Discount Furniture.
I'm getting Bob's shit.
Let's take a look at our Live Fearless play of the game presented by Independence Blue Cross. No doubt about this one. Greg Ward adjusting to the ball, getting Clayton Thorson his opportunity to get a touchdown pass. And the Eagles their first score of the game tonight.
There was so much good on that play. Wow. I mean, the offensive line picked up the blitz. You had Miles Sanders step up with blitz pickup. Clayton Thorson getting the ball to the receiver even though he was about to get hit. And then, obviously, Greg Ward showing he can make a play after the catch. Greg Ward's a guy that's impressed. I can remember even last week, Scott, when we talked with Sidney Jones, we said, which of the young receivers have jumped out to you? He said, I like Greg Ward. I think he's a sleeper.
2 catches, 42 yards, and that touchdown on the night. Job of the offense now is to move the clock with a 14-point lead, 10 and a half left to go.
Something to be excited about.
The spin move in
This preview of the Super Bowl.
Comes in as he shoved that out to the 20-yard
There's a
line.
fag on the play. Where's Beltway? What? Says. Yeah, where's Beltway?
Keegan Render in the game for the first time. They moved Nate Herbig over to left guard.
Fest of a snore.
If you're an offensive lineman from Iowa, that's a pretty good start. Actually, I take that back. They got Render playing right guard. Really more of a center in Iowa.
I beat my meat, hamster.
I think there was a lot of movement, but no flag.
Oh!
Ball, I think was picked off. I think it was intercepted. It was.
The ruling on the field is an interception. The defender was
Fuck yeah, we did something.
It'll be first and goal.
Oh, wow.
7-yard line.
It's a hell of a pick.
Flare pass out to the receiver, DeAndre Tompkins. Bounced off his left
Please be
hand.
right.
Yep.
Oh, wow, never hit the ground.
Belly of the Jags defender.
Oh, man. Hold up.
How about that? Picasso Nelson.
Yeah, that's never touches the ground.
Not the best. Yeah, I think that's
Picasso Nelson
That's clean.
Jr.
That's clean, bro.
I'm talking about a
That's what I was going to say. Oh, hey, Clayton Thorson didn't throw an interception. Man, did I think too soon.
Give Jacksonville an opportunity here now.
Come on, make this game exciting for the fucking 20 people
Let's see if
that's
the Eagles
there.
defense can rise to the occasion again. They've been good.
Probably more people watching this fucking stream than are at the game.
Against the wall.
Offsides.
Flag on the play. There was a lot of movement up front. And it
Damn, he just stepped on his
across
face.
the line of scrimmage too quick. Trying to time the snap count.
Offside, number 78, defense. Half the distance to the goal, still first down.
Oh, he's jumping early.
It's Kevin Wilkins. There's a lot of white jerseys moving when the ball hasn't been snapped yet. Yep.
You know what, though? I mean, Wilkins is moving laterally until the ball is snapped.
Might have really been on Harold.
Yeah, I wonder if Wilkins was even in the neutral zone. Harold definitely was.
Was
So
he
first and
even?
goal from the 4. Back to the ground. And right
Oh
to the
my
ground goes
God.
Devontae Mays.
Holy shit.
You know, if he had bounced outside, he might have had a chance.
I don't even know who the hell
Undrafted
Liggins
rookie out
is.
of Dickinson State. One of 2 players in the NFL right now.
Mr.
Bismarck,
Throw a
North
touchdown.
Dakota.
Huh?
We'll see
You know
Mr.
the other
Magoo
one.
throw a touchdown.
I think he's on the same team.
Yes. He's another incredible story.
Late
When he's
Liggins.
11 years old, at his house in Memphis, there was a corpse, a dead body, on his porch. Family moved to North Dakota to try to get out of that environment in Memphis.
There was a dead body on his porch.
Oh, is that? Oh!
He bounced off him. That was a stupid fucking throw, though.
Ray Elston there in coverage.
What's up, Philly fanatic?
Clearly,
What's going on? What is going
Here
on?
comes Magoo.
Oh, shit,
Little
that's a lot
sidearm
going
throw.
on.
And Elston got a hand on it. Nice job.
way to stay with that play.
It will be like that
Elston
the
spent
regular
some
season.
time on
Oh,
the
yeah, I know,
17
I know.
Super Bowl team. Safety at Ole Miss. So many guys for this Eagles team that have been around the organization the last couple of years, knocking on the door to try to get a roster spot at people.
Almost throw toward the end zone. Ball tipped. Flag on the play.
Of course
That
it's
could
a
be offensive pass interference.
Shit, Junior.
Or it could be against the Eagles.
Shidu
This
Junior.
would make it hold it, right?
Holding on who?
Shidu.
Offense. All right.
Not Harold? No, obviously not. Right there? Why are we guessing?
There is no foul for defensive pass interference as the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Fourth down.
That's why we were guessing, because there was no penalty.
This would be
so much in common,
really
dude.
impressive for these guys that are out there right now. If they can stop them, fourth down. I mean, they got the ball, the 4-yard line? They come out here and 4 downs, not let them get in the end zone? That would fire up. Wait till you see the Eagles sideline and the vets and the starters if they get a stop right here.
And you're in the fourth quarter of the second preseason game in the rain here in Jacksonville, and that's something to be fired up about. The Eagles fans are chanting for defense. On 4th and goal, Magoo trying to get to the end zone.
Mr. Magoo! Yeah!
Oh, man.
Fucking Mr. Magoo!
I fucking knew it.
That needs to be our back. He's gonna be he's gonna play a big Nick concern. We're alright, we're going to the fucking Super Bowl.
to make this play.
Fucking Mr. Magoo.
Or at least keep
Hashtag
outside
Mr. Magoo.
Because he's got guys
How many people are
inside.
watching this now?
Deontay Brown, if nothing
Well, as long as
else,
there's
Magoo go
well, as long as
inside.
there's a few, just hashtag Mr. Magoo.
You got to know your leverage and use it. And with his buddy there, He should have tried to make the tackle with his right shoulder and forced Magoo to have to go into single tackle.
Bro.
They'll look at that because it's a scoring play. The question is, did the ball break the plane by the time that knee and that upper thigh and
Come
hip
on, don't
made
do no
contact with the
bullshit
ground?
to us. We ain't scored a touchdown all preseason. He's in. He's in.
No, photoshopping.
So this
I said photoshopping.
Still a one-score game now as Lambeau drills the extra point.
Let's go. We got a game now.
And the interception in the short field.
Mr. Magoo.
Into a 7-play scoring drive. We still got ourselves a
Mr. fucking Magoo.
Is it Magoo or Magoo or Magoo? Okay.
It's Magoo.
Imagine, lead quarterback, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Mr. Magoo. Mr. Magoo.
Okay, Mr. Magoo, baby. I'm on the Mr. Magoo train. I'm gonna get a Mr. Magoo jersey.
The Goo train, the
Gooch wagon, the Gooch train. The Gooch train. I'm with it though. Mr. Magoo for number 2.
Mr. Magoo for number 2.
Mr. Magoo for number 2, baby.
Oh, hey guys.
Who's gonna win y'all a few?
Oh, that's great.
Getting to a comfortable retirement doesn't have to be an uncomfortable thought. See how Lincoln can help you retire on your terms at LincolnFinancial.com.
We're pretty different.
We're all unique in our own ways.
Somos muy diferentes.
Verizon knows everyone in your family is different.
So many different things.
That's why Verizon lets everyone mix and match different unlimited plans.
Somebody get my charge.
This is my office.
And now with more plans,
20%.
everyone gets what they need without paying for things they don't. New plans start at just $35.
This plan is so reasonable, they could stay on for the rest of their lives.
Did you get that?
The network more people rely on.
Got 10 minutes left in the game.
This is the fact.
It's a lot that can happen, man. Mr.
That you are
Magoo.
all, that we are all beacons of light warriors. Don't allow anything or anyone to ever squelch it down or try to push it into something.
No, you can't have
It's
Mr.
too
Magoo.
big. You
No,
are too big. Too big.
Fuck that. You got that. You'll get it. Okay, for Carson Wentz, you can have Mr. Magoo.
Bud Light, keep it crisp.
Like, here, you got
Take
Carson
a look at
Wentz.
this. I
He's all
want to
yours.
watch Asante Brown and Alex
That's
Singleton.
like an Eagle speed
Brown
train.
needs to keep outside here so that Singleton can come in there and make the play.
Look at this elite
He
run by
needs to
Mr.
stay
Magoo.
outside of Magoo. Anytime you hear an announcer talk leverage, that's what they're talking about.
Okay.
And you see
Lots of
Singleton
Eagle
right
speed.
away
Like
turn
Alex
around
Magoo
and
greater
look at
than
Asante
Carson
Brown.
Wentz.
Because Asante Brown has to know that Singleton's inside of them. So they both need to try to make the tackle with their inside shoulder and maintain their outside leverage. Brown did not do that.
Force him back to the inside.
Mr. Magoo.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Mr. Magoo better
Kick
than
off through the
Marcus
back of the
Mariota.
end zone. Take it down to Dave.
That ain't even trolling.
Mr. Magoo, best quarterback in the division.
He could be one day.
Yeah, right. I forgot all about him.
They act like he was
That's
gonna
fucked up.
They act like they were
Man
gonna
was
show.
excited playing for a whole week.
They're acting like they were gonna show a highlight reel of him, and he just got fucking drilled.
So Thorson,
You know what, man? Fire Dave Spadaro. That's who
unfortunately,
doing this.
technical issues. We're running
Who the hell's Dave Spadaro?
We'll get to it.
He's the guy that does
Thorson,
interviews.
a lot of time tonight, more than he expected to see because of what you saw. The
Talking about, we have some
injury to Cody
technical
Kessler.
difficulties.
16 for 26.
So why we
for
screwed up, we're
175
showing the
yards,
injury
touchdown
of
that
Cody Kessler.
redirected tip ball interception and sent up the Jaguars scoring
With
drive.
some nice music in the background and all. It's hot line.
Here's Scott. A lot of room to run.
Come on, man.
Stay up.
You can't do Mr. Magoo like that.
Out to the
I think there's a
40.
touchdown. You're gonna let this little fuck break a
Watch the
touchdown.
movement by the offensive line.
He's fast.
Knocking them back.
Yeah,
And
he is
Suro
pretty
Peta
quick.
gets out there and gets a block.
You might have a mighty
Boston
mouse
Scott can scoot a
number
little
2.
bit. There's a flag at the end of the play.
Number 29, defense. 15-yard penalty.
What?
Right at the end of the play. First down.
Damn, and he hit him with the flag.
Josh Robinson called for it.
He threw the shit right in his chest.
Between the pass interference that got overturned to go against him and that horse collar. That's tough.
That is a very, very big chunk of yardage right there. Jags have given up 102 yards in penalties tonight.
Oh, that's
Teams have combined for 21 of them here in the race.
So 102 yards, 102 penalties. That's just fucking long.
Scott.
Nice tackle.
Again inside the 35 and down near the 33, so call it 7.
Haven't mentioned big number 68, the right tackle, Jordan Mailata.
Oh, so he's the greased up deaf guy?
Reminder, Scott.
That's what it is, greased up deaf guy.
These things have been good, right?
These things are going well. Last week he played 93% of the snaps. And I thought he played extremely well. He had one mental error, but other than that, he was excellent tonight. He's been very, very good again.
That's what I was saying? Yeah.
I don't know that he's been beat once, and he's doing a really nice job here in the run game these last 2 plays.
I hope you're not going to get beaten by a guy.
Staying on the ground, and Scott continues to be the bread truck on this drive as he gets first down yardage inside the 30.
What is up with these weird names they keep saying?
I don't know, that shit quiet, but
they're talking about a bread
Those
truck.
opportunities for Mailata to get reps
They said, holy shit.
in game action. And, you know, also not facing Calais Campbell or Yannick Ngakoue, but in game action, it's invaluable at this point in his career. But what he's trying to learn how to do.
I still just can't believe he can play at this high of a level, having never played high school or college
our Lord
football.
and Savior, who they better fucking
Scott right
resign.
through the middle, and they're running right through him right now, down inside the 25.
What is going on with that?
Negotiations come fell
This is the
apart, but
type
he's
of
back.
drive, by the way, that really gets an offensive line coach like Jeff
So,
Stout
I don't know what's going on
excited.
with it.
And you see Jason Kelsey clapping in the background
I'm
there.
worried. I'll be honest.
These are all the young guys,
That's somebody they
the
need.
undrafted guys, and they are taking it to this Jags D line right now. Stoutland coaches those guys just as hard as he coaches the starters. I've seen it.
It was a run for over 100 yards tonight. They stay right on the ground once again. And be very close to first down yardage.
That's the most yards he's ever gotten. Holy crap.
A return man. In
That's the most yards he's ever gotten.
Carry of the night. And moves the sticks.
Take a look at these interior 3 right here. All 3 undrafted free. Watch them knock them back right here. Mailata as well. Just pushing them back.
Always injured, yeah.
Will Ty gets a good block on the backside, as does Alex
Skinnier
Ellis.
than freaking Snoop Dogg.
That was good blocking.
Yeah, it really was. This speaks well of not only these guys, but the coaches having a lot of their third string guys playing as well.
Great shake and bake move by Pumphrey, and he's got a first down.
What? No.
It'll be first and goal from the 7.
That can't be. No, that can't be. No.
What movie, Scott? Watch this movie. Oh, wow.
What? No. That can't be him.
LaShawn McCoy.
That can't be him.
LaShawn
That was
McCoy.
totally LaShawn
That
McCoy.
reminded me of a shady cut right there.
That was totally
And that's
LaShawn
what Donnell Pumphrey did.
Donnell
At San Diego
Pumphrey,
State. That's why he led the country in rushing. It's why the Eagles took him in the 4th round. He just has had bad injury luck and hasn't been all that productive, but he's making the most of it right now.
Savion Smith wants to get some of his own back. Getting embarrassed on that play. Makes the tackle. We got a late flag.
Let me crack myself in the head with this bottle. I must be dreaming. No way. He's bad, bro. He's bad. Awful.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, use of the helmet, number 42, defense. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Completely unacceptable.
Well, that is a point of emphasis. Lower the head to make contact or forcible contact.
That's fucking weak.
I mean, the poor guy slipped.
Yep.
I don't know about that one.
Well, Wingard gets called for it.
I mean,
let's have a little bit of
poor
common
guy
sense.
slipped.
I understand what we're trying to accomplish here with that, but the guy wasn't going to lead with his head. He literally slipped.
First and goal, trying to basically ice this one, are the Eagles. Scott, who did most of the work on the drive, goes to the goal line, and he's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, why not?
3 yards on the score for Boston Scott, and a drive exclusively on the ground for the Birds.
He is totally dead.
Out to expand the lead.
That motherfucker is dead.
He's dead.
The big boy from Stanford.
He need a
That was a
cupcake.
long, clock-eating
One of my friends, right?
By the Philadelphia
This
Eagles.
girl he's messing with.
That was awesome.
8 running plays on the drive.
Like,
plus
she was married to
some
a cop.
penalty yardage.
And
next to the horse collar.
She was telling him one time when they was
Heavy.
fucking, he would be fucking fat and out of breath.
Nate's taking a knee. That reminds me of high school right there.
He'll sleep well on the flight home.
That was what our drives were like at Why Missing. Playing for the Spartans, just run the ball right down your throat.
He's taking a knee.
Now we got the Eagles chants going here.
Which is always nice to hear in the
Super Bowl!
Stadium. Eagles answer right back. Flexing some muscle.
Yeah, you know what it is? This Eagle Nation, we're going to the Super Bowl. You see the score here, 24-10. Let me put this down. Let me stop. Let me stop.
That was good. Hey, Gambler was like, see, Bosch is used to having things in his mouth.
Hey, Nikki.
Oh,
so what's the scoop? Scoop? Who can pick just one scoop?
Well, I'd say that one's mint for me.
Sweet choice. Just like this.
The newest scratch off in the Pennsylvania lottery.
Yep. It's massive money match.
Wow, with top prizes of $300 grand.
You can't top that.
Well, maybe with sprinkles.
Keep on scratching.
Due for summer.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with chocolate
Summer. Arriving this summer.
What the fuck is that?
Bud Light Lemon Tea.
I don't
New
know
for
that.
summer.
I bet you don't. That was like cheap.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by AAA. At AAA, roadside is our strong side. Go ahead at AAA.com. Bud Light. Keep it crisp. NovaCare Rehabilitation. The power of physical
Chris,
therapy.
what is that? What is that Bud Light
the
slogan?
official energy provider of the Philadelphia Eagles. Rothman Orthopedics at Jefferson Health. The official orthopedic and healthcare partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. And tonight's broadcast is presented by Novo Nordisk.
The official Nordisk of the Philadelphia Eagles.
So the Geico Drive summary.
You don't know what it is. I damn
8 plays, all of them on the ground, 75
I said if you
yards.
don't know what it is, I damn sure
Scott
don't
with
know what it is.
a touchdown run to pay it off. Your game summary from the night tonight.
They stay showing that motherfucker getting rocked.
Unfortunately, they get extra time.
Wow.
Hooking up with Ward
So
to
let's
get first score.
That's a sign right there.
That defense really flexed his muscle.
They stay showing that motherfucker getting rocked.
Was excellent. That was a key fourth down
Technical
conversion
difficulty
for the Birds. And then Doug Peterson, his first challenge of a replay, gets the ball at the 1, and Josh Adams flashes the 2-1-5. Boston Scott
Why are they not showing
just
this
finished off a
touchdown?
bone-rattling, all-on-the-ground drive there.
Yeah, he deserves it.
The guy's the MVP of the night. And the only motherfucker who can score a touchdown for the Jags in the preseason.
Got some receivers here on the kickoff team trying to show they can make plays on special teams.
It is quiet.
A booming kick all the way through the back of the end zone. Results in a touchback.
Oh yeah, I made this candy.
In a situation like this, I would imagine at one point in your career you played in the fourth quarter in the rain in a preseason game. What's that like?
Well, if you're in this situation, you know that every rep you have is critically important. Whether it's not looking good for your current situation with the team you're on or not, you want to make sure
it's summer and you know it don't snow in goddamn Florida.
Maybe you do something that catches the eye of another team, or maybe you do enough that the team you're on only considers you for practice squad.
Goes past, batted at the line of scrimmage.
Just running for the touchdown.
That was Shatu who knocked it down.
A couple plays. And these guys get signed a couple days ago, come in, and he's shown up a couple times now. Good for him. Another Stanford guy. Little
He
late
showed
off
up a
the
couple
ball.
times. Good for him.
Reads the quarterback, gets a hand up. Nicely done.
Second down from the 25.
Oh, Christ.
Went out near side and
cut this motherfucker.
Everything but the catch for Raphael Leonard.
This guy sucks. Him and Tanner Lee better be cut next
46
week.
earlier.
Jesus.
Had a troubled upbringing.
He dropped that one. He's the same one that dropped that one that was like right in his chest.
Years when he was 14, his
cut this
family
piece of
moved
shit.
To Memphis.
Get him off.
He
I don't
said,
want to
"I'd
see
like
him no
stay."
more. He's
That's
dead to
Brandon
me.
had a good story about it. He said, I want to stay. He liked Bismarck, North Dakota. He liked the environment. He liked how important
Why is he still
sports
on the
were.
field?
He felt like that was what was best for the rest of his life. So he did not travel with his family back to
Mr.
Memphis.
Magoo would have
It
an
could not
even
have
better
been an
night
easy
if
decision,
not
but
for that piece
the
of
fact that
shit.
he's here, he's me to believe it was a good one.
Oh my God, Magoo about to get killed.
That pass a little too tall for Michael Walker. Eli Harold really got into the backfield that time. It brings up 4th down.
Harold's trying to make his presence felt. You see Liggins again. He's flashed a little bit the last couple weeks. Last week he made a couple plays late in the game. Now he's got to see if he can be a good hold-up guy on special teams.
I better not see 14 no more.
Boston Scott has handled all of the return duties tonight, both punting and kicking. Not going to get a chance to do much with this one. Little pooch kick.
Did he touch that?
This is the Eagles' way, and with 4:37 to go, offense will take over with the idea of trying to run out the clock. Santander proud to present the Eagles Legends community for stories and features about retired Eagles and the rich history of the team. Download the official Eagles mobile app today.
He was much more skinnier.
That's a legend.
Yeah. It's the right guy to show when you're talking about legends.
I still can't believe
He was really fun to watch. Those big thighs. He was. You always remember him with the jump cuts.
Here. I mean, like, one bad clip.
He had to love what he saw on the last drive. And right into the middle of the line. Just hanging out of the football now for Boston Scott, getting that clock running again.
These coaches take so much pride in how well these guys play late in preseason games. Yeah, you'd think some coaches would think, a lot of these guys aren't going to make the team anyway. What does it matter? They never look at it that way. They look at it, and Stoutland, as much as anybody, they look at it as they want to give all of these guys the best chance possible to play as well as they can to try to give themselves a chance to play professional football.
Second down, right to the middle of the field, and Scott hard running out near the 49. Let's go back down to Dave.
Scott, we've got an official update on quarterback Cody Kessler. He's in the concussion protocol, okay? So what that means, obviously, he has to be cleared before he can return to practice. The Baltimore Ravens come to the NovaCare Complex next week and a game next Thursday at Lincoln Financial Field. And at the moment, only Carson Wentz and Clayton Thorson are healthy enough to play. So a little bit of a decision time for the Eagles as they wait to see when Cody Kessler clears concussion protocol.
A lot of things to think and talk about. As Humphrey pounds his way to a first down.
Let that little bitch pound.
Well, if that's the case, then the Eagles
cut that motherfucker
probably consider signing a quarterback, obviously. Watch Humphrey. Not a big guy. He can juke you, and he can run right through you,
How you
too.
let them?
It's a hard run.
39, whoever this faggot is, he needs to go to.
It's got to be daunting
tell you
for
what it
Daniel
is.
Humphrey to look
some milk.
at the depth chart ahead of him, where there's 5, maybe 6, arguably even 7 running backs ahead of him. But I'll give him credit. He's coming in and making the most of this opportunity. He's not letting that affect his performance.
Look at that! Can you get him down?
In limited space, for a guy who ran for more than 400 yards in his college career.
Eagles will wisely take this down to the 2-minute warning. Try to get a first down and cement this. Look at Nate, still huffing and puffing.
He didn't let that boy sit down.
2 minutes
Right?
left.
That motherfucker got shakes.
Trying to kill him. Holy shit. What did he do to deserve that?
even more summer out of your summer. Save big on all 2019s during the Hyundai Epic Summer Clearance. And make your summer better than ever. The Hyundai Epic Summer Clearance.
Now lease a Tucson for $139 a month or get 0% APR for up to 72 months on the Tucson and Santa Fe. Hurry, offers end soon.
Choosing my car insurance was the easiest decision ever. I switched to Geico and saved hundreds. That's a win. But it's not the only reason I switched. Geico's a company I can trust. With over 75 years of great savings and service. Now that's a win-win. Switch to Geico.
It's a win-win. Our next game, next Thursday night at 7:30, back at Lincoln Financial Field, the Ravens and the Eagles in that one. And Carson Wentz, Alshon Jeffrey, guys, Sean Jackson, guys got the night off. Before the game, Wentz was getting his work in out on the field.
Yeah, I mean, he saw his old buddy Nick Foles. They were hanging out. And then he went through a full pregame warm-up. He really got a lather going, was chucking it all around. Like you would before a regular season game.
So now he goes back home with his teammates, and remember, they've got the joint practice with the Ravens on both Monday and Tuesday. There are going to be a lot of reps on the offensive side, defensive side too, for the starters on Monday and Tuesday next week. That will probably be reflected in what we end up seeing next Thursday night.
Well, talking with Doug Peterson yesterday, he was so excited about it. You know, just the ability to get good work in against a good team like the Ravens, to be able to script the exact scenarios and situations that he wants for his ones and his starters.
And he also said, and I think that this is a commonly held theory right now, as we've seen more and more of these types of joint practices that have been set up. There are teams that do it multiple times in the preseason. If it remains at 4 preseason games, you're probably going to see more of it.
Yeah, I think so. I think really the games are how you evaluate these young guys, because there aren't 2-a-days anymore.
Exactly. Flag on the play is Scott. It's thrown back for a loss.
Personal foul, base pass number 57, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So there are your main storylines for the night. Kessler left the game in the first quarter, now in the concussion protocol. Thorson showed well, 175 yards. Deshaun Hall and Sharif Miller were the two most active, visually active defenders on the night tonight with numbers.
Yeah, those guys and Malcolm Jenkins, who I think had 20 tackles and 12 snaps to start the game. There he is.
Wanted to get some work in, he did. Now all he's got to do is watch the offense snap the ball a few times.
Best play in football right there.
And everybody can get on a plane back to Philly.
That is such a good feeling, Scott. When you're in that huddle and you know you're just taking a knee because you won, it's awesome. The best part about it is you're kind of laughing and joking around with the guys in the huddle, and then you get to the line, and the defensive line, they're all like looking down. They lost. They're defeated. Feels good.
He's getting all the rest he needs now. So,
yes, for Nate Herbig right now. And Thorson with an eye on the play clock, runs it all the way down as far as he might.
Oh my God, there's a fumble.
What a difference a week makes for Clayton Thorson. Those guys know they're going to be getting some good work in Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But Thorson, I mean, last week, Scott, his throws weren't just off.
From our backups.
They were way off. And tonight, he came out off the bench. You know, it's almost like he didn't get a chance to really think about it because Kessler got hurt. He just had to come in and play. Sometimes that's almost better.
I mean, he was slated to play the second half more than likely tonight, depending upon the way the game broke down. He was in early in the first quarter. But he got the job done. And Doug Peterson had his team a victory here on the road in game number 2, evening up the record. found out a little bit more about a number of players on his roster.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, Nick Foles gets to say goodbye, at least for right now, to his former teammates.
Yeah, I bet you Foles is going to get a lot of hugs right here. You helped
Yes,
guys
thank
get
you
the
for
Super Bowl
not
ring.
playing.
I want to say thanks.
And we're going to wish him the best for this upcoming season. Thanks for joining us for tonight's game. Catch us next Thursday at 7:30 as the Eagles host the Baltimore Ravens. Stay tuned to NBC 10, the postgame show, or go to PhiladelphiaEagles.com. For Dave Spadaro and Ross Tucker, I'm Scott Graham. Good night from Jacksonville. The final score is Eagles 24, Jaguars 10. Talk to you next week.
I guess we're wrapping it up now. Wrapping it up like a Trojan.
Get the best deal on tickets at DorneyPark.com. Dorney Park. It's amazing in here.
Why switch to Fios now? You get the best internet on the 100% fiber optic network. And now is your last chance to get a free Samsung Chromebook 3 on us.
We are a very connected family. When the Wi-Fi slows down, it creates chaos. That's pretty much how the chaos looks. But if I have like faster internet, it will make things much, much easier.
When you sign up for Fios Gigabit Connection, you get our fastest speeds available, enough for all your devices.
What is their
That's
intro?
internet
Like, I
you
never
will not
watched
grow.
one of their
That's one thing
videos
to
because
worry
they're so
about.
fucking
Only
bad
on
at what they
Fios.
do.
I switched from Dodge.
We switched from Ford.
I switched from Ray. Don't hear his brother say something like random.
We
and weird.
switched to Chevy. We switched to Chevy.
Whatever, it's just regular.
For technology.
Anyway, y'all, we're gonna end the stream. We just saw
Bye-bye, Ford.
preseason week 2, the Eagles and the
See for
Jags.
yourself why people are switching at the Chevy All-Star.
Both pretty tired. I know he's not happy
Competitive lessees
from what he
can
saw.
get this.
Now we're back. Hey, but hey, man. Mr. Magoo for number 2. I like Mr. Magoo, though. You know, you would think Mr. Magoo when there's, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood,
Get the
but
best deal on
Mr.
tickets at
Magoo is,
DorneyPark.com.
I like
Dorney
him.
Park. It's
I
amazing
think he should send him to us because we need quarterbacks. I think they'll be fine.
You can have Tanner Lee.
I did that was.
I'll tell you what. Seventh. If we trade Tanner Lee to the Eagles for a 7th round pick, that'd be the best trade in our history.
How about that? Nice touchdown there for 38 yards.
We saw what we saw in the live stream, but I guess we're going to end it right now. We're going to have our little quick recap. He's probably going to have a lot he has to say, but I know he also got to get on the road. But anyway, we're going to end this live stream.
I have nothing to say about this shit.
Yeah, nothing.
Our backups were fucked. Magoo looked good. Trey McBride looked good. And dude, Walker looked pretty good. The one kid made a good interception.
Yeah.
What was it? 43 was his number, I think.
Your dude or mine?
Yeah, mine. The one I got the pick.
I don't know, but let's end this right now. We're gonna have a little recap. Jaginoff, thank you for coming by, man.
Absolutely, bro. Always good hanging with you.
Always good hanging with you too, man. Hope you like that Leo's.
Oh, Leo's was good.
It was good.
Best part of the night. Best part of the night.
Best part of the night. Yeah. Besides Mr. Magoo.
That was even better than Mr. Magoo.
Better than Mr. Magoo. Yeah. All right. That sounds good. Anyway,
I'm still in the water for the way.
Yeah. Pass me one too.
Oh yeah.
Pass me one too.
Yes, sir.
With it. Thank you. All right, we're going to end this, y'all. Now, if y'all could do me a favor, go on my other channel where I am going to have our recap talking about the Eagles and the Jaguars. As always, EAGLES Eagles. Duval! All right, y'all, we out of here. Oh, subscribe to his channel. Links in the description. Subscribe to DE90. We're having a recap up later.